What's going on, good people?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going
Oh,
on?
Hello, Hexicans.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Or good morning, wherever you are.
Good morning.
If you're Asian
screw
and
the,
you're a
screw the
Hexican,
people that it's good morning for. Come on.
Hmm.
We're all good evenings. Come on. Oh, sorry, Vince. Nothing personal.
Well, yeah, of course.
Vince and Wales.
Yeah.
That's right.
all right. Let's kick off, shall we? Papa, thanks for coming back to join us. I know it's hard having the kids around.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me the time off, leader. It was great. Speaking with my family, having the shackles undone, so I could spend time with my two little rugrats. And they're aspiring, burgeoning, tinkering turtles right now.
Nice.
Yeah, cool.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right, let's get to it, shall we? Happy Easter, everyone? Anyone doing Easter egg hunts? No?
That's right.
I'm
Happy
guessing
Easter,
no?
those
Sorry.
celebrating.
My wife
Yeah.
found my eggs.
Oh, and look what happened then.
Not those kind of eggs.
He dyed them blue. Blue egg, blue balls.
Blue
always.
eggs.
Yep.
Blue balls.
Oh,
yeah.
I hope they're smooth as eggs.
They are. I see what you did there, Mr. Chappelle.
I'll never forget that. Never, ever.
You used to be in my balls.
Anyway.
Holy crap, we don't work. Oh, here we go.
Don't know if you guys had a good time. It's my day off today. Had a bunch of food. Actually, dim sum, or dim sim, if you like. Haven't had that forever. And there was a massive queue. Rightly so. Crypto Vince has pointed out it took 3 Bitcoin confirmations to get my seat because it's a half an hour
I
wait.
saw that. That was hilarious.
Oh,
It was
You-
definitely worth the wait.
Geeks. Can't believe it. How many Bitcoin confirmations did it take to come up with that joke?
One's long enough, unfortunately.
less than one.
Yeah. Hey, remember when Bitcoin was expensive to transact with?
Whoa. Ouch.
And no one seems to care now. It's what, $44 US? I last looked.
It's so much less
Yeah,
than
it's
Ethereum.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, that's a point. That is a point.
That's why we need a new chain.
Yep.
That's it.
GRT.
This one's coming.
All right. I'm about to throw this link out there, guys.
It's coming soon.
All right.
I just wanted to also say, anyone who's joining us for the first time, if you've never dabbled in Hex, whatever we're talking about is definitely not financial advice. Do not put your life savings. We're just a bunch of people talking on the internet.
Yeah.
Please do your own math.
And your research.
And your own research.
Yeah.
That's right.
As much as Wales would like to, or force us to put on our FOMO pants in the next couple of minutes, I think it's safe to say we're all, at least in this room, I think all of us will be looked after in the future.
Yeah. Luckily for us.
FOMO diapers, because when you see the price,
That's too funny. That was funny, bro. That was funny, Crypto King. Too funny.
I hope not. I really hope everyone would be well. Everyone have a pair of legs to stand on, no walking sticks, no wheelchairs. You can go wherever, whenever you want.
Oh,
Be
man.
brilliant.
Oh man, too
My age,
much.
the
It's too
slightest
much.
bit of excitement lends to incontinence. So I'm definitely going through lots of these. Yes, yes. Thank you, Crypto King. Are they going to have the hex logo on the crotch? I hope they will.
Yes.
Hexadult
type-
diapers.
Is it good?
Hexadult diapers. Wow.
There you go.
That is too funny.
Pop, I'm just going to bring up your tweet. Just give me a
Oh,
moment.
nice. I'm famous.
Of course you are. And
This is awesome.
you have to see it, the after effects of that.
This is great. Can we show the before and after of the website? Because it was.
I'm not sure if we can we?
No, we can, no. But you can say that. So you can show the new one, because the old one had a screenshot within the tweet, right? If you expand it.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, so you gotta, yeah. So this is my. The question from Richard was, does anything need to be added new to his website? And I mentioned, and you can see, maybe you should cover up the muffin top, and also give them the toilet paper roll in the form of a read more.
Read
Click.
more.
There you go. That's what it's a Richard Hart win. And there you go. Is what I suggested. Now, the great thing is when we double checked what it actually looked like now, because I was asking everybody what was going on. He's now cut off at the perfect place. Perfect. The toilet paper roll is also behind that white line.
Hang on. No, there's
Great
nothing
to
in
see.
there.
You're trying to click? You're trying to.
I was
Okay.
trying to.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
didn't work.
No, didn't work. Okay. So at least feedback being taken. I love it. Richard reads everything we do.
That's
I don't know
right.
how he does it, but he does it. Yeah.
He does it. Yeah.
It's amazing. You gotta respect.
Mhm.
Can you click on that read more one that I put down? That may lead somewhere.
No, just go down. It just went down. It just went down. That's all it did.
Okay.
It definitely didn't go down his pants, that's for sure.
Nice. Beautifully done. Oh, can you scroll down to the bottom? There may be that little issue we saw at the very bottom of the screen. I think you changed that as well. I think I mentioned that one too. All the way down. Yeah, that's perfect now. Good job.
Okay.
Well done, Richard.
Nice.
As always.
I just
You
wanted
keep
to
coming
also-
back to this, like you're
No,
gravitating
no.
toward it. You're
No, I just want to
fascinated.
see who liked it. That's all.
Click
Because
it.
I didn't
Yeah.
like that. I don't want to be
How did
banned
this
by
even
Richard.
happen? How did this even happen?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Papa
All right.
B doing Papa B things.
All right.
Are those comments? Like
No, they're likes.
okay. I thought maybe
There's only
somebody
one
licked
comment.
the screen and said it doesn't taste like strawberries.
Oh God.
Oh, their brand now just showed it. Hey, welcome, Joe Exotic. Long time, my friend. Hope all is well. Missing
Yeah, it's good to see you, Joe.
Hey,
Oh,
read
yeah.
that comment. Joe's here. Awesome.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning.
Morning.
Great to see you
Morning,
as
Joe.
well, Valiant. Hope everybody's doing well. DJ Cryptomatic, what's up, brother?
Hey,
Hope
Barry.
everybody's doing good.
DJ Cryptomatic.
Nice. Nice. Who else have we got on chat? Joe.
Oh, it's good to see the
Diraj.
Crypto King is in the chat.
I made
And on the stream.
Diraj, miss you. I
Diraj.
don't know where you were yesterday. Hope you're
moderator.
well. Hope the chicken's okay. You haven't ran to the toilet for that? Oh, that reminds me. Shall we get straight down to business?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, shall we?
Sure.
You're funny, bro.
let's do Hex Talk, shall we? Are we getting 2 chains? Are we doubling our bags? Are we?
Yeah, Richard already let us know we're definitely doubling our bags.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's Papa's take? I think we've heard.
I think we're gonna get 8
Mhm.
chains and 15 airdrops. It's gonna be so rad.
8.
Anybody? You want to think about that?
We're gonna get-
The ultimate greed is coming over.
Yeah.
Oh, and please, direct message to Richard and waste his time wondering out how this is
Yep.
all going to work as well.
Right. Yeah.
It's a
Got
great-
nothing better. He has nothing better to do, clearly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, he couldn't be
Clearly.
busy at all. Would love to
Oh.
hear from you and ask. You can ask him all sorts of cockamamie ideas about
Whatever.
how is my teddy bear going to come over to the new chain? Can he come too? Do only real people get to go?
Wow.
Oh, man.
We need to leave the bears alone and get the whales to come on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Or the
Hey,
bulls.
yeah, man.
Whales only.
Wheels only.
There you go.
And Papa, you'll be many times over.
I want that. I know how you got that one. That's beautiful.
I think we all should get something. I think yesterday there was something floated around that we should call ourselves by movie names instead. So if you're a dolphin, you should be called Flipper Hex.
Oh,
And what was the other one again? If we were,
Free Willy Hex.
Free Willy
Free
Hex?
Willy Hex.
well, that Free Willy's an orca. That's not exactly a dolphin. Come on.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
If you're a whale, yeah. If you're a
Can
whale,
I
whale
call
is
myself
You're a whale, though.
yeah.
Taiji Senseless Slaughter Hex?
What?
You
I
know,
don't even
in
understand what you just
Japan,
That
in
reference.
Japan, they have an annual dolphin culling, and it's sad and it's disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I freaking hate it about Japan. But I did anybody watch that Ocean, was it Seaspiracy on Netflix? Anybody catch that? Because I was
but I heard
shocked.
about it.
Yeah.
I was
Not
shocked to
yet.
find out that apparently, and I still want to confirm this, that the French, always a reason to hate the French, the French are culling actually 100 times more than they are in Taiji every year,
Wow.
Oh.
just from fishing off the coast of France. So that's really
Incredible.
sad. Yeah.
Hmm.
And they lie about a lot of things, Papa B. This is my whole message, you know. This is why crypto is the path forward, man. It's the only way to get our control back.
Yeah.
It's really the only way, man, because they don't give a
Right
shit,
on.
you know.
Yep.
They just don't. They don't.
Take a look at that movie. You know, I guess I'm the
Yeah.
biggest offender
Yeah.
living in Japan and going to sushi restaurants all the time saying, oh, this isn't offending anybody. It's dolphin friendly. But honestly, that's pretty screwed up, man. That movie will change your mind.
Yeah. Hmm.
Have you guys tried whale meat, which apparently the Japanese still hunt?
They still
Really?
serve it in my
I thought
kids'
it
grade
was
school.
illegal
Yeah.
worldwide.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. So I
yeah,
guess they just don't give a shit.
they uphold it as part of their tradition. So, but
Okay.
why do you need to eat whale? My God,
There's
I
no
don't know.
reason
Yeah,
at
just-
all.
there's
I
no
don't
Only
get it.
other things to eat.
Yep.
yeah, there's no reason.
You know, there's specialty restaurants that serve this too. They serve it in my kids' lunch every once in a while, and I've trained them
What?
to to flat out refuse to eat it
What?
because
Hmm.
yeah.
It's not that tasty, by the way.
No. Oh, have you had it?
I had it by accident once.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It doesn't taste that. It's not that good.
It's funny. It
Looks
kind of
like
looks like
beef.
beef almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a sea mammal, man. It's a mammal.
Yeah, it's a mammal.
Ah, true,
mammal.
true. It is a mammal.
It's a
Durr.
mammal. Yeah.
And look at that blubber there. It's sad.
Oh,
It's really
The
sad.
things that we learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny. I used to eat a lot of meat until I watched what was it? Forks Over Knives. Forks Over Knives on Netflix. And what I learned from that is that it's not so much that meat is bad, because it's bad to a degree, but it's bad like anything else. If you eat it in over needed quantities, right? Like if your body doesn't need you to eat a steak every day, it's gonna have an adverse effect on you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really the message that documentary has. I mean, and the funny thing is if you watch it, you'll see that you'll have people that are basically near death, and all they do is stop eating like Americans eat. You know how Americans eat, and all their health problems essentially disappear. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I was a fat fuck. So I was like, well, I've been working out for X amount of years because of how I eat was the reason that nothing ever changed for me. And now I'm in ridiculous shape. You know, I don't consume as much as I used to. And I've come to realize that everything we know about science is a lie, because you don't need 3 squares a day.
Exactly.
You need what you need to get by. And that's literally it.
Yeah.
What does ridiculous shape mean? Is it round or square?
Yes, it's kind of squarish, roundish.
Nice. I don't know what these kids are talking about nowadays with their ridiculosity.
Ridiculosity. You're crazy, probably. Oh man, several weeks ago. What is this?
So you're doing the fasting thing, Wales?
Well, what I do now, as far as diet goes, is that I just eat whatever, man. Like I don't cook meat because it's too much work. I don't have the patience, so I only eat meat when I eat out, assuming that I buy anything that has meat. But yeah, I don't really consume meat like that. I just, vegetables, grains, just basic stuff, man. Stuff that's easy to cook. I really treat it as a time efficiency thing more than anything else. And it just works for me. Everybody doesn't want to eat like that. Everybody doesn't want to eat clean, so to speak, but that's what it ultimately becomes, because you have to look at how carnivores' teeth is shaped, right? We don't have those kind of teeth, which is interesting. Once you make that connection, we have literally 2 canines or 4, right? Like 2 sets of canines. We don't have wolf sets of teeth. Like, we're not built like carnivores. Very important, right? So I don't know. It's little things like that kind of like, well, well, that's interesting, right? I had never realized that until it was pointed out to me.
What are we looking at here? What is this?
No, I was at this Vietnamese place, and then I was actually very surprised to find Easter bunnies and bloody eggs on top of them, and no one actually gives a shit because no one actually celebrates them.
Yeah, that was weird. I saw that picture. Yeah.
So strange, as you can tell. Like everything's like an Asian to it. There's
that's South Korea, right?
Tea thing. Sorry, what?
So that's South Korea, right?
No, this is Australia.
Oh, Australia. Oh shit.
This is, you've got tiny, different joints. Like, you get, the Greeks, and then you get the Chinese, and then you get the Vietnamese, and
yeah, for sure.
Does anybody realize that the Easter Bunny is a throwback to a pagan ceremony?
Most holidays are.
Yeah. I mean, like
most
the
holidays are. I mean, most people don't have that. I don't know that.
It used to be a snake. A snake was turned into a rabbit by an angry god, and once a year the snake is allowed to. What the hell are those, rabbit balls? Once a year it can lay its eggs, and it does that, and it hides them because it doesn't want anybody to see it actually enjoy its right as a snake.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's what the Easter egg hunt is all about.
That's the Easter egg hunt is all about. That's why the Easter. Is that a dead crab in there? What the hell's going on?
No, it's no crabs. They're all alive. They share the same tank as the abalone. So when you order them, they just grab it. They put their hands in there and just grab how many you want, and cook them up and serve them up. So if you want a snow crab, they've got them there too. They're all alive.
Baloney.
Well, exactly.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, that does look like bologna.
Kevin, you know what this is?
Was that? Ah,
Century egg.
Okay.
That's lovely. Is that served in a steaming hot bowl of fish semen?
Oh God,
Papa
They do it
B.
in Japan. What are you talking about?
Fish semen is a delicacy, man. It's good. It
Please
is.
enjoy.
It is.
I know. Over here they have it. It's the most vile and repulsive thing I've ever seen on a plate.
You sure? It's really
Yes.
good.
Am I sure? Let me think about that for a second. Yes, I'm absolutely dead positive. It's not only the fish semen, it's the fish testicle stewed in its own semen, because it makes its own nice little kind of glaze, so to
Glaze.
speak.
Yeah. Glaze.
Freaking disgusting, man.
Yep, coming good. Mhm.
Coming soon to a plate
Coming
near you.
soon.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, Kevin, for the reminder.
Coming soon.
All right. 2 yellow balls for you.
Egg tarts. Yeah,
Egg
Egg
tarts.
tarts.
Yeah.
Love them.
those are the best.
Mm.
And you know this, Kevin.
Shumai. Yeah.
We have
Oh.
shumai over here. Pork,
Shoot.
I hope. Pork and
Yeah.
shrimp.
Pork
maybe?
and shrimp, I think.
Pork and shrimp. This
Yeah.
is spot on pork and shrimp and some mushroom.
Yeah, the
so
classic.
no, it's good.
Mm,
It's
mm, mm.
pretty good. And get some fake bird's nest.
Lovely.
Peter, we're getting.
But this one, definitely. If you want to live long, get some
Oh,
herbal
this
jelly.
one.
Okay, so Miss Exquisite was all excited about this. Was this like a coffee jelly?
This one?
Yeah.
It's made from a herbal concoction, so it's really bitter.
Mm.
So you've got to eat it with like honey. So
Let me get this straight. Have this. It's made of an herbal concoction,
yeah,
and you won't. And it's bitter, so you're going to need to use some honey.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
exactly.
Have
Where do I
fun.
sign up? Lovely.
Mm,
Have fun. Mhm.
Yep.
mm,
I love Asia. I love it. You guys are great.
Just full of irony, eating shit that doesn't taste anything and start adding seasoning to taste. And they go,
Yeah.
that's good.
That
That's
just
nice."
that
Oh,
just
yeah.
doesn't make any sense to me.
Mhm.
Whatever.
Shumai is good. Wait a minute. Miss Exquisite is talking back to me. Oh no. I don't understand what she says. Shumai is good. No, Papa, it's good for you. I don't think she's talking about shumai. I think she's talking about this herbal thing.
The
And
herbal
I
thing.
understand there's so many things that are good for your health, and I'm
And
not
they
going to
taste
have all of
terrible.
them. Thanks. Yeah.
I'm
Revolting.
not gonna have all of them. That was funny.
Don't forget it. Likey.
Oh, shit.
No, Papa, you must eat. It's good for you. Okay. Yes, Miss Exquisite.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes.
funny, man. Yeah, that's
You're
funny.
right.
You know that's how females are, man. They just want you to eat all the things that are good for you, and all the rest be damned. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
funny shit. They just want to. It's just that mother nature.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I'm rich, I'm never eating another thing that's good for me. I'm just gonna get an IV drip of like Lucky Charms and Pop Tarts and just put it right into my arm and say, "Oh yeah, it's a
Too
good stuff.
funny, man. Too funny.
Got 2 good years to live, and I'm gonna enjoy them."
Brilliant. All good. Hey, we'll go straight to Hex, shall we? Because everyone's saying, what the hell? It's supposed to be bloody Hex chat. What the hell are we doing?
You mean you don't like Asian food? What?
Hey, it was clickbait. It was a hex, but it's actually
Right, we're really gonna talk about Asian cuisine.
Right.
Well,
That's what HexAsians is all about. Asian cuisine. Asian cuisine.
Yeah.
Asian cuisine. Too
Okay.
funny,
Already, we
man.
got the first Win 10 now been posted in the chat.
Wintinsons.
Yep.
Yeah, Wintinsons.
Oh, from our
All
buddy
right.
Peter. Peter Danish is in the chat. Hello, Peter. Fluffy top.
Fluffy top.
Fluffy top.
when Lambo.
He's tuned in for the when am I going to be a gazillionaire
Yeah.
portion of Wales's chat.
We touched 2 cents 4 hours ago. Pretty stoked about that.
Oh yeah, let me look at how
Wow.
that even happened
You
because
called it.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't looked at exactly how that even developed. As far as
Hi, Peter.
let's see here.
$29, anyone? Within, from what I can tell, it's November 15 to December 27, so a month and a half, 6 weeks. You'll be a gazillionaire.
I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy.
What I like is what Wales showed me earlier, or yesterday at least. This is the Bitcoin thingo from January 2020. So if you, I mean January 2010, Jesus Christ. January 2010. So if you bought it at what 10th? Hang on, yeah. If you bought it at just under, when was it?
I think it was another
Sorry, I got
stop.
it wrong. No, I got it wrong. Hang on. So yeah, so this one. So if you bought, yeah, this is a monster move, right? So if you bought somewhere 20 cents, 2010 December, somewhere along those lines, you waited 6 more months, and it went to $30. So that's a multiplier.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So what's that multiplier right there? Divided by, just for the fun of it. So 150x. So 150. No.
Easy.
So 150x from where we are here would be, well,
What?
in
0.2?
6 months, $3. You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's the end of the show. Everybody
another
wipe
show.
themselves up and have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
Get your FOMO diapers ready.
Well, how will it feel to be instant royalty?
It's gonna be great, man. Because this is what people don't understand, dude. We're so early. Like, you gotta remember, back when Bitcoin was brand new, you can buy millions of Bitcoins at no cost too. And look at what it's worth now. This is why people can't wrap their head around it. You know,
Remember when we were tipping each other 10,000 hex at a time?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Back in
Those
the
were the days.
yeah, those were the days, man. I don't see anyone.
You know what's funny? I tried to use, somebody tipped me. I got tipped some hex the other day. I couldn't get that bot thing to work. The bit change, whatever.
You got to get up to a certain level.
That's what it is. That's why the transaction.
Certain
Okay, it doesn't say
amount.
that anywhere.
Yeah,
It doesn't say that anywhere. Okay.
They can't give you just the tip, whales only. They need to really give you the whole
The entire
shaft.
thing.
Yeah.
You guys are too funny. Oh shit. Oh, okay, what is this?
Hey, ¿qué pasó, Blackwing?
Oh, what's up, Blackwing? What's going on, Superhackers? Flames, what's up? Glad to see you.
Oh,
we ready? Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me just do one more thing at work. Nice. I get to return this pen. Give me a second, guys. Just gotta do some work-related stuff real quick, and we'll get right into it. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Sure thing. Do you need some time, Wales?
No. Just 1 second. Just 1 second.
You're right.
I just have to
Bring this up on the screen real quick.
Get in, loser. That is cool. The spacecraft taking up the guy. That's awesome, man.
Well, I don't want to be probed, but it's good.
Well,
Yeah.
how do you know unless you've been?
there.
Oh, that's the story. That's
always the
been-
assumption.
Where do we get this swag that you're showing there?
Yeah, where is it?
Where can we get that shirt?
That is Crypto Styles USA. I think it's on either Amazon or Etsy. So just look up Crypto Styles USA.
That is very cool.
Yeah, it is cool, right?
And I will put that in there.
He also makes this shirt too.
The one that you're wearing with the spaghetti stains all over it.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Let me try and get this. Oh my god. Why
All
is
right, my bad, guys. I didn't realize you guys were waiting on me.
No, you're right.
No.
So let's get to it. So I'm gonna basically run you guys through the little presentation I did last night. I'm not gonna obviously go into detail, but basically I'm just gonna go over how an economy works. It's very straightforward. We have to realize that economy is one economic pie, right? We all function within one economic unit. I'm just gonna detail exactly how that works in very simple terms, so people can come just to understand. This is the very basics of what's actually happening and how and why we're always losing, because we do always ultimately lose. And this is a problem with centralized anything. It's set up so that you do lose, because if you don't run it, how are you going to win, right? Especially when the rules are always changing at somebody else's beck and call. So it's all these things that we have to keep in mind. And this is why decentralization in crypto is so important. So disclaimer, the information displayed in this broadcast is known to cause increased amounts of FOMO. HexAsians and their guests are not responsible for any losses you may accrue for having weak hands. Stake accordingly. All right, guys. So how Western economies work? The Western economy is one that functions on a debt-based consumption system, right? The consumer is essentially the engine of the economy. So if you're not buying crap that you don't need, it's basically stated that the economy is not growing, right? That's what we always hear. We always hear it called growth, yada yada, blah blah blah, right? But in reality, GDP is merely just the fiat value of whatever is being produced. So we could easily be consuming less, and it could easily be shown as it is more, because what we're doing is we're not counting the units of change, we're counting the fiat value change. And as we all know, fiat has been debased since its inception. So GDP is always going to be growing if you look at it like that, right? So this is the trick that people aren't seeing. This is the trick that they get away with that people don't see, right? And this is what people need to understand. Just for the first 17 years of the new millennium, services, right? And we all know what services are, right? And this is just businesses that provide things for you that you could otherwise do yourself, right? Like your taxes, financial stuff, anything like legal services, anything like that, right? Anything that requires paperwork, pretty much. And then when you think about industry, what is industry? Like manufacturing, right? Engineering, things of that nature, right? That's a very, very small fraction of our economy nowadays, right? Cars, manufacturing, things like that. And then you look at agriculture. Well, hell, we don't even have agriculture, right? Like it's just non-existent in the U.S. Other parts of the world, it might be slightly higher, but if you lived in a Western type economy, it's pretty much similar, right? Australia, same deal. China, they're trying to get here, so it's like, well, what's the point of all of this? Well, let's keep going. This is the point of all of this. This is literally any and every economy that you can think of, right? And the whole thing about it is, again, we're one economic pie. Very important to understand that. So the public side of the ledger is the government. The private side of the ledger is everybody not in government. So then the question then becomes, well, how does the public sector, fund itself? If it's supposed to be there to assist us in whatever, right? Like they're there to provide centralized services, right? That's the whole point.
Wales, just a quick question. What's that little piece of the public that's chipped off of the greater pie that's kind of out in the middle of nowhere? I'm confused. It was moving a couple seconds ago as well. There it goes. There it goes. What is that? What's that? What's that bit of public? It's missing.
UFO.
Baba, you a clown, bro. I didn't even realize that.
Can you put that? Can you put that as the eye of the Pac-Man?
The eye of the Pac-Man. I could.
Yeah, move it over a little bit more. All right. Almost. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
The private is hungry for public. Hungry.
Oh man, you're always a good dude to have on. Too funny, bro.
Right.
Oh man, but you guys get what I'm trying to get at. This is one pie. They fund themselves from our pockets. So the bigger the pie gets for them, the more share that they have of the pie, the less that we have. So this is important to understand. This is a problem with taxes. This is the problem with having a technocratic, autocratic government. This is a problem with centralized structures that do not have any checks and balances. Excuse me. And that's pretty much anywhere in the world right now, when you really think about it. There are not many places that you can think about where you can go and you're not paying taxes for some centralized service, And that centralized service is anything but standard, right? Like it's subpar at best. So you have to really question what's the purpose of having any centralized structures when they don't provide any value whatsoever. And this is true worldwide, right? Whether you're in India, China, Australia, whatever have you, you are suffering under the same setup. It's literally all the same, it's just called differently. And that's just a reality, right? It really is a reality that we all have to deal with. And the problem is, again, just so people can visualize, because it's really, really important. And let me just tweak these values. Yeah. So, oh, it's not working now. Son of a bitch. Okay, well, it was working yesterday. Long story short, this pie can't continue to grow because if it does, then we perpetually lose over time. That's what this chart is saying. And let me show you exactly how. So, the blue line is federal net outlays, i.e., what the government spends money on, and the red line is GDP, i.e., what the economy produces. Now, GDP is on the left side of the y-axis, and federal net outlays is on the right side of the y-axis. Sorry for that. Thought I put this damn thing on solid. What I want you guys to know is the growth in federal net outlays on the right side, near 200, versus GDP, which is at 22,000 or so. So federal net outlays has outstripped the spending in GDP by a factor of 10. This is what we're battling with, and this is what people don't understand. This is why there is no money in the Western world. It's all going to Asia because for now, that's where they want the money to be. Because it was here for a long time, but now it's no longer here. So why is that? Well, it's because of this, right? As soon as the dollar was destroyed about 40 years ago, about 4 months away from this date, August 15th, 1971, it just opened up the floodgates for financialization of the economic system. And this is what people need to understand, because the financialization of the economic system just leads to destruction. It might take a while, but that's ultimately where we end up. And this is what we're seeing today. I mean, what sense does it make for the feds to be outpacing what we produce just by their spending? This is what they're extracting from the economy. So they're taking 10 times more than what's being put out by the economy. You guys get that? Like, this is what's really going on. And this is just the US. So imagine how much worse it is everywhere else, because this data is public and they know nobody's looking at it because people want to believe the lie here. But in other parts of the world, you can't even find data like this because people know that they're going to fucking look for it because nothing that happens makes sense, right? So it's understanding these realities is what helps you make the proper investment. And that's what Hex is all about, right? Like, it's about taking your trash, putting it in some real gold that's going to actually be a store of value. And then the thing about it is that we're at a point in time where the dollar is being destroyed on so many fronts. And here's another one. We have federal government spending. And this, again, is just a very unique aspect of it. This is just the national defense, consumption expenditures, and gross investment, right? And on the left side, what I have is the rate of change relative to a year ago. And on the right side, what I have is the growth in dollars, billions of dollars. So this is just defense spending, okay? So we have no money for anything, but we have 900 billion to spend on defense. Now, this is just the US. Now, what I want you guys to take a look at and understand is how this rate of change line is pretty positive across time, right? What does this mean? This means that they have no issue perpetually spending your tax dollars, what they take out of your pocket, what they extort from you, just to be clear, because it is an extortion, and you have to understand why. The people that are doing these things to you are not your friends. You don't even know them. And if you're a fan of them, well, check your mental IQ because you have an issue. Because the fact of the matter is that this is what they're doing with your money. They're not using it for public goods and services. They're not. And if you look around, right, no matter where you are in the world, for the most part, infrastructure is basically failing almost everywhere, right? Pretty much almost everywhere, right? And we know the places where it's not, and we know why it's not failing there, right? But it's only a matter of time before that begins to happen. And I'm pretty sure in China it's already happening. It just has not been discovered yet because they've already had ghost cities there for 10 plus years. And now, I don't know if you guys know, but when you have property or stuff just sitting there in nature, if nobody's living in it or, you know, using it, it just falls apart. And it sounds weird, and I didn't understand it for a long time, but that's just how it works. Do we have any questions up to this point?
Yeah. Are you smoking something cool, and can I have some?
Yes and no, because you're too far.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Blow in the microphone so I can get a contact high.
Okay, so this is the net result of what's happened in the past year due to centralized structures. Okay, we've had the civilian labor force level essentially collapse by 3%, 2.5% year over year. Now, this has basically never happened before. And the last time something like this did happen, it was during the Great Financial Crisis, right? And this is what this is, 2009, 2008. And the last time that the percent of civilian labor force unemployed, like basically an unemployment rate for 15 weeks and over, even went up like this, it was during that same period of time too. And the last time was in the 80s, early 80s, right? And this was due to all the nonsense that had happened in the 70s, right? Like these knock-on effects, this is the inflation shock. These things happen over time. They don't just happen in 2 seconds. So this could easily just be the start, right? Because this is just March. This is December 2020 data. They didn't have the March 2021 data just yet. Oops, sorry. Now this is with the unemployment rate in green thrown on top of it. And as you guys can basically see, the unemployment rate for 15 weeks and over is significantly greater than, is it? Let me think. Oh no, I just have the rate of change here. Sorry, but the as you guys can see, the rate of change is pulling that unemployment rate along for the 15 weeks and over. Right? Like that's important to understand because what this chart is saying is that this is a very strong force on the unemployment rate itself, which is on the right side of the axis on this chart, and everything else, the civilian force level and the percent of civilian labor force, well, basically the unemployment rate for 15 weeks and over is on the left side. So the top two, blue and red, are on the left side, and the green one is on the right side. And this is just showing how the red is yanking the green, which is the actual unemployment rate that's reported. And now this is the civilian labor force level on the left side in thousands of persons. So as you guys can see, this is millions. This is what they actually count to give you the unemployment rate. And if you're not counted in the batch that's searching for work, you're not really included in this number. So it's not even a true unemployment rate, what we see. And that's very important to understand because what that tells you is that the data is giving you misinformation. Because then what that's saying is that, oh, well, everybody that isn't looking for a job doesn't matter. But it doesn't detail why they're not looking for a job. So it actually does matter, right? It really does. And when we zoom in on this, it just looks even worse, right? And this is what's been happening in the U.S. since 1999. So where have all these people gone? Now, 6% is a lot when we're talking about millions and millions of people. Because we have a 9-figure population here in the U.S. And the thing about it is, like, it's not like the jobs are really getting picked up elsewhere in the same quantity, right? Like, that's not what's happening. So there's a wealth transfer, a labor capital transfer, all kind of transfers going on that people are just not oblivious, that people are just oblivious to, unfortunately. So understanding these things will help you make the proper investment because look, when things just fall like this, out of nowhere, that's not a good sign. So if something doesn't change drastically and fast, we don't know if this is going to continue or not, because it easily could, especially if nothing changes, right? And as of right now, nothing has changed yet. And in fact, things are getting worse. So it's important that people understand what's going on. All right, so this is as of last night. I did not update it for this morning because what's the point? We've actually traversed the 2 cent mark, and that happened this morning at like 8 a.m. Let me check again exactly when the time was, just to give you guys an accurate time because I did pull it up on the chart. Yeah, it happened at like 8:38 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But it looked like they just wanted to clear out the stops. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I'm wrong. I'm looking at the wrong price. Sorry. It actually went above 2 cents at. Of course, the little streaming thing is in my way. Give me a second. Went above 2 cents. Come on. 2:43 a.m. 2:42 a.m. Yeah, that's when it went above 2 cents. Outstanding. We were all asleep here on the East Coast, and maybe not in the West Coast, but that's when it went above 2 cents. So, I mean, look, this thing is just going to keep going higher. Price is going to have to just keep doing its thing, and we're just going to have to be patient and let it do its thing. And as you guys know, this chart is comparing Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hex, T-shares with respect to age. Each return stream for each product respectively, or project versus the Hex product. And the blue line, or the yellow line with the blue hue, is Bitcoin, and that's showing us a 0 because it's still a flat line. We still have about 85 days before we hit something there. Ethereum index is at 784% as of last night. And this is, again, the first 476 days of Ethereum. So this is not the present day Ethereum price, but when it was 476 days old way back when. And this is Hex as of last night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when it was trading 1.93 cents. The Hex index means all-time return from when I'm tracking this data, which is December 16th, 2019, through now, is 8,880%, rounding down. The T-shirt index is at 15,122%, rounding up. These numbers are just crazy, and you guys just got to remember this parabola, or this logarithmic function, is what you own. This is a characteristic of Hex. The longer you hold on to this rope or curve or whatever you want to call it, the higher these values are going to be over time. Very important. Move on to the next chart. Hex post big payday, 138 days in. We have the first halving index in orange, the second halving index in blue, and the third halving index in green for Bitcoin versus magenta, which is Hex post big payday. And as you guys can see, that spread is just getting tighter and tighter. And we just keep getting closer and closer. It's only a matter of time before we cross the first halving of Bitcoin. And who knows what's going to happen at that point in time. I mean, it's going to be a great time for us. We're all going to be happy. We're all going to be applauding. We're all going to be loving it. And we're already kicking ass in terms of the second and third Bitcoin halvings. So this is going to be a good, fun ride. I mean, the first text I got this morning from an outsider was Hex and a thumbs up. I tweeted that. So you guys got to understand. This is a person that I've converted into a crypto individual. Like, they wanted nothing to do with it, and I talked them into it. And now every day, this is what that person wants to talk about. So you guys have to understand that this is just real, and it's gonna take over the world. Yeah, it's gonna take over the world, guys. It's gonna take over the world because once people get introduced to it and they interact with it and they see that it's not a joke, there's only one way to go, and that's up. You know what I mean? Like, literally. That's up, yeah. It's literally the U-shaped parabola. That's right, Lumaka is basically what it is. So you guys just gotta, enjoy the show. We've broken out, right? The next stop should be 512 before we pause. We've already surpassed the 264 mark. So we should just keep marching to 512% before we actually see any significant pause in price action, which is interesting, right? Because it just highlights the logarithmic nature with respect to its numerical base, in this case being 2, because that's really how it works, right? Like this is what the first chart shows you. 2,560 is the value, whatever. And then the next one is 5,112. So in this chart, this is going to be removing a 0. We had our stop at 256, and now it's time to go to 512, which is going to be right around here. And that's it. Just watch the movie. You know what I mean? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Here we have T-shares to Ethereum in pink and T-shares to Bitcoin in orange. And the T-shares are being reflected in US dollar value with respect to Ethereum and Bitcoin's US dollar value. And as we're seeing now, we're pretty much getting close to the point where we're at the mid-range of the maximum values attained for both T-shares versus Ethereum and T-shares versus Bitcoin, respectively. So things could get interesting if we do actually reach that 512% mark post big payday. So something to be on the lookout for, and hopefully we tag that, and it'll be great to talk about, because then that'll give us some type of credence, right, with respect to what it is that we're seeing in these charts, and maybe it'll allow us to further understand how this thing is going to move in the future, right, and maybe we can garner even more information from that, and that'll maybe help us even make better investment decisions moving forward. Here we have the Hex Payout Index Return Metrics. The pink line, water break, give me a second, guys. The pink line is the Payout Per T-Share Sum Index. And what this line is showing is if you've staked for one T-share since inception, the aggregate sum in percentage form, right? So we're starting at 100. How many times greater than 100 has it gone? 160,000 times. And this is crazy, right? This is crazy. And it's just what people gotta realize. Like, this is just a power. This is just a force. This is just a force. I mean, it's just a force. So that's what's important about this pink line. So, just you just gotta appreciate this line, man. It's crazy. And then the payout per T-share has increased 5-fold. This is what this is saying. Okay, so in terms of times, this is saying your payout per T-share has increased 1,603 times, rounding up. Right? If you want to look at it in X terms, this is crazy. Daily payout index, meaning the system payout, has increased 115 times, 116 times, rounding up. Now, you let me know what liquidity pool system has done that, right? Not many, I'm pretty sure, because I'll wait. So we have the Hex payout metrics. Payout per T-share as of last night's turnover, 000 UTC is 5.815. The daily payout is 64 million hex. Total T-shares have been reduced once again to 11 trillion million point zero zero shares. And here we have the T-share rate with respect to when I recorded it last night. 17,044 hex. APY, annual percentage yield, is at 38.18, and this is attained by staking the duration, which at this present point is time, the average duration of the system, which at this present point is time, it's been reduced to 5.52 years. How about that? First time I've seen a drop in a while. So that's how you attain this annual percentage yield. Oops, hold on, guys. I gotta log back into work. What's my password? All right, I gotta fake the funk. Know what I mean? Fake it till you make it. All right, so here we have the payout per T-share sum line and the Hex index. And again, the Hex index is a pink line. It's at 8,880. Payout per T-share sum line is letting you know how many Hex you've received per T-share since inception. So you've received 1,768 Hex if you've had one T-share since inception. So if you're an OG OG Hexican that's been staked since day one, and you have like thousands of X or thousands of T-shares, man, salute to you because you're gonna have a very nice life. Very nice life. Yeah, because right, if you have 5,000 T-shares, you receive 5,000 T-shares multiplied by that. That's how many hex you've received. It's crazy. It's super crazy. Super crazy. I don't know of any other system that has generated those kind of returns in their first or maybe even second year, right? Like this is crazy. This is crazy. Like people have to understand that. This is just unheard of. Uncanny. All right. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Okay, so this is the this is basically the zoomed in view of what this is, basically. And this is what I'm tracking in real time. And the T-share rate again is T-share in US dollar value divided by 10,000 hex in dollar value. And this gives us this number, right? And we would just multiply this number by 10,000 to get the actual quantity of hex required with respect to the T-share rate. So this is what that's saying. So when the line is below, what it's typically saying is that, let me think real quick, because I've talked about this so many times, my brain is just messing it up. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So when this is going up, when this is going down, this means it's a good time to buy hex because you probably are going to be able to stake hex and get a better T-share rate than what's coming because the dollar value of hex has moved down, giving you a buying opportunity relative to the T-share value, right? So it's like a balancing act between the T-share value and the US dollar value of hex, and this is what gives us the T-share rate, right? And this is why in the long term it's really just going to be a bunch of little steps, right, in this direction, and this is what we're ultimately going to get. And again, this is just a forecast. This is not to be taken seriously because I haven't touched this in a month, and I'm pretty sure these numbers are not the same. So I would have to go back and redo this, and maybe I will. But just remember, it's just a forecast. This is not real. But this is that. This is this in a very, very high level view. So this is crazy. I know. Imagine a future where the T-share rate is 133,000 hex per T-share. And this is what's giving us this dollar value. Because you guys have to remember, when I did this, that's when I had the realization that it's a balancing act between the two. So when you have that type of situation, you can leverage the determinant, in this case, the T-share rate, which is what I did, to try to forecast some type of dollar value based on the rate of change, which is just what I did. So when you understand a little bit of statistics, you'll take a look at what your average is across a data set. In this case, the T-share dollar value and the T-share rate and how it changes. This is just giving you the methodology behind how I did this. And I had Hexline help me from Crypto Sparbuck to get it right. At least not so much right, but plausible, right? Just into a plausible realm, because at first I had some data mishaps because it just had been a while since I had done stuff like this. So he helped me with that. And it helped me get a more realistic potentiality, right? Like this is realistic, right? Like $1,000 with all of the hex floating around right now as is, like, okay, that's believable, because what I did was I forecasted from when the T-share rate was 16,999 hex per T-share back on March 7th, 15 years forward from that point in time, the max. That's what I did. So if things keep moving at the pace that they're moving and there's no deviation in the pace, i.e. the velocity, right, what's going to ultimately happen is there's going to come a point, and that point is dependent on the length of the average duration in the system, where we're going to see the value of hex cross the T-share rate on the chart. And what that's going to signify is how much more expensive and much more difficult it's going to be to earn interest from the system. This is when you start seeing B shares, maybe M shares, maybe, I don't know, but 30,000 hex per T share. It might do some things. That area might do some things to the price of hex. So it's something to be on the lookout for. But this is, again, just a forecast, not anything to hang a hat on. But it's what some of us guys are talking about when we say that hex can cross the T-share rate and cause some crazy things to happen. And the way it would look on a chart is if you put it in a linear fashion. So here's the thing. Right now, this chart, the scaling on this right axis is not even logarithmic. It's not log based. So if I put it in a log form, what you're going to ultimately see is a straight line. Right? And let me, give me a second. Why not? You guys know how I roll. Give me a second. Why not just change it now? Hold on, guys. This thing is, man, pain in my ass. Format. Come on. Why does it not want to let me do that? Give me a second, guys. I'm just trying to get this damn thing to act right.
So we could run a commercial.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we can take a little quick break while I get this figured out. Sure, let's do it. I don't have that option.
Oh, good. Papa, would you like some coke? Actually, no, Coke. Jesus, what am I saying? Uh-oh.
No to either
Don't
of them.
entice
I have my double penetration. I mean my.
And next one, please give me cock. Cock. It's cock. It's in English. I still remember the first time I went to America. I was at the airplane. I asked flight attendants that, can I get a cola? And she asked me, excuse me? I keep saying, cola, cola, cola. But it was not cola, it was cock. It was cock. It's cock actually, right? So maybe a few Korean people could understand if you just say cock, but most people cannot understand. Do you have cock? Remember cock? It's not cock in Korean. What's cock? So do you have? What do you have? Good. So cock. And they said yes. What's yes? Simple. Please give me cock. Oh, please give me cock. I want a cock. Please give me cock. Cock. And ask them the price of cock. How much is this? How much is this? What's this? Then when you leave after buying something, you always say thank you.
I love the finale to that is you have to tilt your head when you say thank you.
That is so funny, man.
For the cock that you want. Yes.
That is
Damn. What is this?
That was too funny. That was too funny.
This is cock.
All right, so I got it right, so we can keep moving.
I'll come back.
Jeez.
Oh man, that was so funny. That was so funny. All right, so here the scaling is linear. So this is why the price moves like this, and this is literally what we're always talking about on the Quant Gang streams when we say once we get past that 10-year mark, this is going to go parabolic. And this is why you stake for the 15. The people that have a 15-year stake, like that stake is going to make them like filthy. And you can see it on the chart, right? Like as soon as you get past 36.41, which is the max that the system gives you in terms of T-share, you see that the chart starts just taking off the line. It just starts taking off. So imagine if the price of Hex actually does the same thing. That would be crazy, right? So this is what this is showing. This is showing the true nature of the system, right? But when you correct the scaling of the axis, what happens is what you saw initially, which is a straight line. And this is what we're talking about here, the crossing of the t-shirt rate. And look, here it's happening. Oh, wow, this is interesting. So here it's happening at the 10-year mark. So maybe everybody's presumption about the average staking duration is wrong, and maybe the 10-year mark is correct. Who knows? Right? Because here, this is where it's happening. And this is probably when price starts going crazy, and it just doesn't happen for the first 10 years. Imagine that. Like anything's possible, right? So it's understanding all of these potentials, right? Like these are all probabilities. They're not set in stone, because what happens if institutions find this shit now and they just ape in and we're automatically all priced out? You know, who knows? And that's the whole thing. Like this whole process could easily be sped up depending on the economic masses brought into the system, right? Like who knows, right? It's hard to say, because a lot of this is a function of staking and all of that. Oh, it looks like it picked up some updates that I made. Give me a second, guys, because I got my coworker calling me. Give me a second. I gotta tell her I'm streaming.
Right.
She's a Hexican, so don't worry. We're safe. Hold on.
No worries.
All good. Why?
Well, I've learned a lot, and I can't stop thinking about that girl with her pronunciation.
Come on.
I taught English over here in Japan many moons ago, and it was kind of like that, being corrected by other non-native English speaking teachers, so to speak. It was almost that bad.
That must have been pretty comical.
It was. And always I said, I don't care what the book says. I'm a native English speaker, and God damn it, we don't say that way. And I got the phonetics out. I'm like, you have a long O sound here. Can you give me a long O? Give me a long O.
Oh no.
What?
Nothing.
I'll just play another little thing while we're on break.
More.
Marco.
It's not cock related. Definitely.
Damn it.
Definitely financial advice.
My car payment is $250 a month and I am $15,000 in debt. I only have $1,000 to invest. I hate being poor. I want money now. Gamer token is up 200%. Gamer token to the moon. It will go back up. The developers have a plan.
No matter what happens, I will never sell my Bitcoin.
I need to get out of this trade position before I lose any more money.
That was so funny. Thank you guys for your patience. I'm sorry about that. Luckily, my colleague is a Hexican, and she called me to talk about Hex. Actually, she didn't even call me for work. So you guys know, want to give you guys the goods, just so you
Take
guys
some time during
understand.
midstream. It's okay, no problem.
Yeah, and
Tell
I
us.
told her, look, I'm actually streaming right now. She was like, holy shit. We'll talk later.
No, more like you said, really? What's it like?
Boy. She was like, go ahead, pump my bags, boy.
Yep.
Oh man, it's too like she has no idea, right? But what I do most of the time, but like I told her, like, look, I'm just on a stream right now. So
She doesn't even know what you look like, huh?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't. You know, we only work together, so I'm able to hide as much as possible by just evading work. You know, it's cool.
Someday, can you put like on a horse mask and do a live stream with some video? That would be awesome. I'd love to
get
see
one
that.
of those V for Vendetta masks.
Yes.
You know what? I'll think about it. That would be funny.
Cool.
That would be funny. That would be funny. People would probably get a kick out of that shit, thinking they're actually going to see my face and be like, "Psych."
Yeah. Only RG3 knows what your.
Some people know what I look like. Actually, most of the HexAsians know what I look like.
What?
You just weren't. Yeah, you just weren't there that one time. But it
Well,
was.
I'm looking forward to the green room. The green room today. Will be a reveal. Let me see that punum of yours.
There you go. That's what I look like.
Perfect mask. Completely perfect.
An orca pie plate. Nice.
Orca only.
Orca.
Great.
Oh,
Wow.
man. This is too funny, man. Too
Not
funny.
surprised.
All right, so let's get through these charts so people can move on with their day. Damn, did my thing just die? All right. So on this chart, you know, we're seeing that it's crossing the 10-year mark. So, you know, maybe that's when it's going to happen. But, you know, again, this is all forecasted stuff. Who knows? This is what Kareem was asking for a while back. I never really presented it because, again, this is just a forecast. It's going to change over time. And just so you guys know, like if you look on the previous chart, right, where it's linear, I had messed with it before just to mess with it, but I didn't really do it like thoroughly. But what I ended up doing was just adding the updated data from GraphX through this point in time. And ultimately, what we ended up getting was an updated share rate for the same date, and it was off by 3 hex. And that just gave us a higher T-share rate to end with by about a couple of 100 hex, about 220 more, 221 more hex, and a higher valuation for hex at the end of the road. Which I'm sorry for not realizing that this is very hard to read, but long story short, it says 1,000. Let me just change it because this is just not good. Sorry, guys. Let me just change this, please. Just so it is visible to all. Boom. Okay. Come on. This thing. All right, almost done, guys. Just give me a second. Oh, you guys can see the changes happening in real time. Great. Outstanding. Perfect. Yeah, that doesn't make me feel as bad. So good. So yeah, so these are the changes. And what you guys just have to understand really is it's just a forecast. You know, it's nothing to take to the bank or anything like that. It's just what could be. You know, hopefully we're right, and hopefully I'm wrong in the proper way, right? Like I'm wrong because we surpassed that. You know, hopefully I'm wrong in that sense and not in any other sense. And I'd be happy with that. I don't mind being wrong. Being wrong is cool. You learn from that. So, yes, there we go. Great. All right. So yeah, so this is why it's a line here. It's a line here because I didn't even move this. Such a moron. Hold on, guys. All right. There we go. But yeah, so this is a line because the scaling is logarithmic, right? And this is already a logarithmic function by itself. Okay, does that make sense? Or a parabolic function or exponential function, however you want to call it, right? Like the whole point of the story is that shit's gonna go up, right? And here it's an exponential function versus a linear function or a logarithmic function, right? Because this is what an exponential function is. But the thing to understand is that this is actually the inverse of what we're used to seeing, which is this, right? Because this is really x squared sideways, right? And that is what this is really giving us, right? This is really x squared. If you know what x squared looks like in the graphical form, if you don't Google it, this is what it looks like. It's just a line going up. That's it. And it goes up on both sides, so it looks like a U. But since this is a price of something that can have a negative value, it's going to just go up like this to the right side of the x-axis. So that's what that's why it looks linear here versus over there, where it's actually exponential, because I'm using the logarithmic nature for the scaling of this actual value, right? And this actual product, which is hex. And this is what I want people to understand. So yeah, we're going to keep it moving. And again, the expiring shares, as you guys know, this is the fuel. And as you guys can see, we're just going to highlight the initial stakes, because to talk about all this would just take too long. So just to talk about what's topical, which is what's happening right now, is that we've had stakes leave the system, which has ratcheted the T-share rate up. As you guys have noticed, I think last week we were probably at 17,100 and like 70 something, maybe 150. Like, I don't know. It was pretty low. And now we're already at 17,228. And we're probably already past that. And the ticker just hasn't changed yet. So what you're going to see here is where the little circle cursor thing is, a highlighted circle is. Just note how and Pablo, this is your cue, the expiring shares just penetrates the circle here by a third.
Ow, that pinches.
Yeah, it happens. And then it just pulls out in such a significant fashion.
I'm excited.
Yeah. And this is as of yesterday, 9 p.m.
Why is your zipper down?
Oh, there ain't no zipper here, man.
No time for that. No time for that. He comes ready. Oh man, too funny. So yeah, that's just what I want to highlight. So this is what's causing the T-share rate to go up so fast. Will it keep going up fast? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if it's changed by now. It usually has. I haven't checked. Let's see. What do we have here? Nope. Still 17,228 hex per T-share, so it's still static. Might leave us alone for a little bit. Maybe until tomorrow. We might get lucky. And good for us, right? If you're a Hexican, you're looking to buy some hex and stake before this thing zooms above 2 cents, then you know what to do, because I think it's only a matter of time before that becomes a reality for us all. And just to think, people were just livid that it was half a cent the other day. It's crazy, because this is how fast hex moves, and people don't get it. This is hex versus Ethereum as of yesterday, 9 p.m., and hex versus Bitcoin yesterday at 9 p.m. And what we're showing here is a scatter plot of the correlation between both. And as you guys can see, the trend is pretty much negligible for both. Like, hex is just doing its own thing. This is what a flat line basically means. And if it's negative, even better, because it means it stands even more alone. And the cool thing about it being versus Ethereum is that we're on the Ethereum network. So technically, it should be looking kind of like the Bitcoin correlation, but it doesn't. So what this tells you is that Hex is more like a store of value than Ethereum is. And Ethereum is just some network, right? This is what this is showing you. So this is what's important to understand. And then on top of this, you have the scatter plot here, where you have the x-axis and the y-axis. And the important thing to note is how the hex returns are primarily on the right side of the x-axis versus Ethereum, which is way more spread out, right? You don't see that type of grouping for Ethereum, but you do see it for hex, right? And this is what's important to understand, because when an institution comes and they take a look at this, like I've always say this every time, they're going to love it, because it's telling them what they want to see. right? And what's
Okay,
cool about it is
I'll ask. I'll ask
Go ahead.
why axis.
y-axis. Yeah. Well, y-axis because the y-axis is showing us how crappy Bitcoin and Ethereum are versus Hex. So that's why we asked this.
Ah.
Right. Yeah. Like think about it.
Nice.
Think about it like this. Think about it like this. If you're shooting a shotgun, right, and you're trying to hit a target, you want that target to actually get hit. And that target in this case is staying on the right side of the positive line, whichever side it is, whether it's X or Y. So with Hex, right, being on the X-axis is very clear that you can see that that's the case, right? Because this is the X-axis right here. This is a 0 line to the X-axis right here. And the majority of the plots for Hex are on this right side, right? But when you're looking at Ethereum and you're looking at Bitcoin, that's just not the case.
So wait a
Right.
second. This is what happened when you shot the shotgun at the screen. It's got all the dots here like this. Is that what you're saying?
That is correct, my friend. That is correct.
What's with the accent?
Oh,
So, to top it off, as of last night, the price was 1.93 cents. The payout per T-share with respect to that dollar value was 11.2 cents. And the adjusted Hex value, which is the sum of the payout per T-share and the price value of Hex, is 13.1 cents. So you can look at this as the future value of Hex because that's ultimately where it's going to go. Because the payout per T-share is guaranteeing that because that's the value proposition. And we'll move on to the infamous price to earnings chart. So when do we hit 1? And basically, we should hit 1 as soon as that Hex chart, this one, the T-share rate versus the Hex price chart, as soon as it does this is when it should hit 1. So I'm guesstimating you have that much time to extract value from the system in terms of entering with economic mass. Because once we cross this point, then it becomes expensive for real. Does that make sense? Because then what's happening is that you're now paying 1 T-share. Sorry. What happened to my damn thing? It just disappeared? Okay. Fuck. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Yeah, this is ridiculous. So yeah. So when we look at this, right, and we're trying to determine, well, how long is it going to take for the Hex PE ratio to actually hit 1? Because that's an important question. That's something that we need to take into consideration because we're really good to add economic value to the system until that point in time because we're always going to benefit by being first adopters. But once we cross that threshold, that's when it really becomes expensive because then you're only getting 1 Hex in terms of payout, right? Per that 1 T-share that you're able to afford. Does that make sense? So what that means is that the T-share is going to be so much more valuable at that point in time that you're only going to be able to get a payout of 1 Hex with that dollar fiat value that you're putting into the system. Does that make sense?
And how long do we have to do that? How long until we get that?
It's according to what this is saying right now. According to what this is saying, it seems like we have maybe 10 years. But again, you have to understand that this is variable. This is dynamic. This could change if people enter the system at a ridiculously rapid clip that we can't foresee. So that's what's important to understand.
It's okay, no problem.
Well,
I'll be senile or dead. I'll get my sexy in-house maid to do the staking for me, so it's fine.
But just remember,
I feel like that crossover point might happen faster on Pulse Hex than Ethereum Hex.
It could. I mean, that's the thing. We don't really know. Like, and I don't know if people like to talk about it, but man, it's hard to say because it's so like we don't even know any details, right, about what Pulse is going to be, But you got to think he's really going to make a point here and try to extract economic value from other chains because they're not really able to do much on any other chain, right? So
These are
this
so
is
high.
Richard Hart. This is Richard Hart, and they poked the bear, as I like to say.
Yeah.
So this is crazy. We are very fortunate to be first adopters in anything that he's producing. And we've already seen what Hex has done in year one, right?
Can I just say something? We got a message from Franklin. He says that I should be adding him to my will. But the fact of the matter is, Franklin, you're already added to my will because I've been smooching on your mom so hard.
Oh.
But too funny, Papa B.
I named him Franklin.
Oh God.
Like, where'd you think that name came from? Oh man. Yo, we are very lucky, guys. We are very lucky. We are very lucky.
Hey, Hex fam, be sure to tell Hexo that the FOMO pants is now FOMO diapers because
we went right past FOMO underwear, didn't we?
Oh my
right
God!
Right
yes, we did. We skipped that part. We skipped that part. So yeah, I mean, this is crazy stuff, guys. I know this is why I never really wanted to show it because it's just too blood rushing. You know what I mean? Like this shit is crazy. And it's just what we have to look forward to in reality. So let's just enjoy the ride. It's gonna be a good one. I mean, imagine we technically are about to have our bags doubled. Technically, you don't have to add no more economic mass to any system. You just got your bags doubled. But once Pulse Chain comes online, that's times 2.
Yep.
And he already let everybody know. So it's no longer me just saying that to myself in some kind of vacuum because people kept asking like if I was talking some type of lie. But it's okay. Now you motherfuckers know. Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like we're so lucky. We are so lucky, guys. You guys just have no idea. Man, we're gonna be some lucky fuckers, man. Some lucky fuckers. So yeah, chew on that chart for a little bit. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's for sure.
I don't think we got any hues out of you today, man. I'm feeling that this
I think I did one.
Lacking.
I think I did one hue. Didn't I do one hue?
I need at least 3 hues before I say this is a Wales only chart, man. Need a white line with a blue hue, and I need an orange line with a yellow hue.
Got all the hues you want.
And a red line with a purple hue. I need that.
Hue. Hue it up.
Hues only.
Hues only. No colors. Hues only. Oh my. Oh, look at that. Is that what you put in the private chat? I'm sorry, I didn't click on it. Yes, it was. That's what it was. That's hilarious.
That's cool.
Aussie Hex meetup.
Whoa, man! I would love to go to
comes in a whale costume.
Social.
I'm gonna wear a whale mask so people just know it's me and never see my face.
Inflatable whale.
Oh yeah, we got a nice little price pump. 1.85 cents. Let's do it.
Nice.
Man, we are some good. Man, I can't wait till you guys see what I see. It's gonna be fucking crazy. Woo! Man. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, this is all the FOMO I got for the day.
I need some green bud with a smoky hue.
We always got that on deck. Always. No questions asked. Or your money back.
Wait a minute. Is this an Indian couple in the front? What's going on with this?
Looks like it, yeah. Looks like it's an
Asian
themed.
When I go to New Delhi sometimes, I'm going to need that just for the airplane ride back home.
We need someone that name and put full diapers on there.
FOMO.
For Delhi Belly.
When you need to have some dignity, please to have this diaper.
Give me my dignity. I want my dignity.
Oh man, you guys are out of control.
Hurry up.
Hurry up, I need my dignity.
Do not rob me of my dignity.
Dignity. Give me dignity or give me death by diarrhea.
Oh.
What about shit?
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
oh boy. It's a laugh riot here
You guys
tonight.
are too much.
Seriously, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
What a name.
Ah.
And who
So, I'm like exhausted from that presentation, not because it's boring, although let's just say that it's too exciting for me. My heart is
Right.
palpitating. I'm short of
Yeah.
breath. I've taken all
Sorry.
this data, and I'm wondering how many more days until I'm poor no more. And the answer is damn few. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Damn
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Yep.
That's right. That's been my message since day one, man. And people are now starting to see it in real time because they're selling millions of hex and it's not even mattering. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. And yeah, the sellers are requiring those because once they see this price take off, they're going to be like, holy shit. And they're going to poop in their diapers just like that.
That's extra large size, by the way.
Extra large.
Oh, man.
Why did I sell my hex?
Yes. Why? It's a good question.
They told me it was a scam.
I was a scam.
Turn
Yo,
those
so many
machines
people are
back
going to
on.
be pissed. So many people are going to be pissed. So many people are going to be pissed because they believe the lie. And good for them. This will teach them a good life lesson. Do your own motherfucking research. Straight up.
Yeah.
I learned it the hard way too. Don't worry. That's how we all learn. This is why even on the Quan gang, right? We might speak with some kind of authority, but no, we have none. Because at the end of the day, you make your own financial decisions, so you have to do your own research.
Isn't that right, Crypto King?
That's right.
Oh man, this shit is so great, man. This shit is great. I'm not even working right now, and I'm supposed to be working. This is amazing.
I was just replying to Brian of High Impact Flicks.
Doing your main job of producing DS.
There you go.
Right on.
Cool.
I'll wait.
That better not be bloody worthless.
Is that guy making a campfire with that stuff or what?
Hyperinflation.
Yeah. That
Bonfire.
icky fiat.
Actually, I've got something to play. Just give me a sec.
Is the Fed just going to print money?
That's literally what Congress has told us to do. There's enough cash in the financial system, and there is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash.
No, you can't just print more money.
I saved the economy.
We're trillions of dollars in debt. The debt to GDP ratio is out of control. Who's going to pay for it?
Haha. Money printer go
Yeah, I love that one.
Blinded by it.
That's us.
Oh. When was the last time they had a space shuttle launch? It's kind of old to see that thing, isn't it?
Oh man.
Kids nowadays, remember back when there was a space shuttle, and now it's got a rocket that lands itself. Thanks a lot, Mr. Musk. We used to have to land the craft like an aeroplane.
Yeah.
Now it's a backwards missile.
Life is good, guys. Life is good. We are very fortunate people. I just cannot believe how lucky we are. Like, could you imagine if this really does go up like Bitcoin? Could you imagine that? I can't realistically imagine one hex costing $50,000, but that would be fucking crazy. Because at that point, most of us will have millions of hex. And we see that shit literally means nothing at 2 cents. What is it gonna matter at fucking $50,000? $50,000 is not. Like, nobody's gonna be selling millions of hex. They're not gonna need to, right? So it kind of changes the dynamic of what the future could look like, and that's important to understand because, like, I know I harp a lot on staking long and not having so many short stakes, but you guys got to understand why. We're talking about building, generational wealth here, and hex is really the easiest tool, the easiest way to go about doing it. And it's like a life hacks. Yeah, shout out to DMX, man. Hope he does not succumb to these demons. They are very difficult to battle.
Hex scale.
When this whole thing unwraps itself, well, when Richard unveils his major plan, I think that there will be no compelling argument for any other cryptocurrency. And it just came to me today how that could be done. And
there already isn't one, probably.
There already isn't. No, there already isn't. That's the comedy. But it's not just going to be crypto. It's going to be every financial instrument at all.
Yo, this is what I've been saying since day
Everything
one.
on earth is going to be like, what?
This is what I've been saying since day one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm glad you see it, Papa P. Thank you. Now I am not crazy.
All this is just silly games compared to what Richard's got planned.
Exactly. This is really all nonsense. It really, really is, because at the end of the day, hex is hex, and hex is an economic system. It's not a joke. I mean, it's just not. So, people will come to learn it the hard way, and that's okay. Luckily, we were astute enough to do our diligence and do our due diligence, and that's really what matters at the end of the day. So, kudos to us for being thinkers and not followers. And that's it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, we're good, guys.
Being able to think for ourselves, I think it's a very small, space.
Oh, man. But you gotta realize, you guys want to know something? I remember when I was a kid, I would go to places like Costco, BJ's to apply for jobs. This was back in the day, right? So they would have these like...
You get BJ's at Costco's?
Well, sometimes. Sometimes is when I go to the Sam's Club, in the club.
Oh.
The aisle you can get away with it with. On the aisle you can get away with it. There you go. That's how that works.
You can get that. You can get them in bulk.
Right. Get them in bulk. Get the forklift, back them up.
Yeah, get the forklift.
Oh, God.
But what was I saying? Damn, I lost my train of thought. That shit was funny.
You were getting some BJ's.
Yes. So I would go to apply for work there, right? And the questioning would always disqualify me because I would answer truthfully like a moron, right? And long story short, the line of questioning was one such that they wanted you to not do anything. They just wanted you to get the manager. Don't think, don't try to help, don't do anything. Just go get the manager. That was basically the net result of what that line of questioning was. Did you know how to play your role, right? And that's the way they phrase it, right? That's the way they want you to make. That's the way they want you to think of it. please play your role. But in reality is, please let me tell you what to do. That's what it really is. So that has led us to this financial situation that we have worldwide, because people just don't know better, you know, and it's sad. And this is why I'm doing these videos, to just explain these things in the simplest way to make the greatest impact, because that's what it's about. I'm not trying to make anybody an economist. That shit is irrelevant. You know, everybody just needs to understand the critical aspects of what's being done. And, you know, so you guys can see that this shit is true, because it's easy to talk, but it's important to verify. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So this is why Hex is so powerful. This is why I can speak about Hex the way I do. You know, this is why it's easy. This is why I can make up all these charts and they look crazy, because it's just what it's going to be. Just what it's going to be. Hold on. But yeah, man. I mean, you know, it's understanding that, right? That Hex can be an economic system is what really can propel this thing to prices that are not fathomable, right? Because when the world catches on to these money printers, what do you think is going to happen? Like, seriously, right? Like, you got to really seriously think about that. Like, look at how we FOMO in no matter what, because we understand. What do you think is going to happen when somebody realizes they can put in $1 million and generate $400,000 a year? That's already greater than what they can make and doing anything else, you know, trying hard, right? And that's not even trying. You guys, like, do you guys get what I'm trying to say? Like, this is crazy, right? Like, this is powerful. And when big money catches on, the liquidity is going to increase, right? Because it's going to have to, right? And that's just how it works. Over time, it'll increase because it has to. But for now, it doesn't need to. So for now, this is why we're going to experience these price elevations that make no sense, right? This is why we went from 4 zeros to 2 zeros to 1 zero last year, right? So that's why that happens. It's because liquidity grows over time. In conjunction with the duration of the market, which lends credence to it and comfort, right, to participants, aka confidence, just to get a little more nuanced with it. And with that, you know, price levels will increase that valuation that's required as well. So that's pretty much how that works. Hope that makes some sense. If you guys got any questions, definitely let me know.
I'm just counting the days when that line has just gone past, because there's just going to be so much action going on. You know, people are going to end stay. People are going to destroy themselves.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? When we go, I think it's after, but yeah, it is. It is after. Hold on. Let me get to. Like, just look, right? Like, this area doesn't even change much over this 2-week period. And this is that point in time. Literally. Right? Like, this is 10 years from now. Like, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. There's no telling what's going to happen. No telling. No telling. I mean, it's you know, you guys just got to understand, man. We're in a unique position because we already saw what the Bitcoiners did. This is why we can laugh at them, right? Because they couldn't imagine that Bitcoin was going to be $50,000, $60,000, right? But we already see that that's possible, right? We already see it's possible. We see it can't be stopped. So this is what's important to understand. This is why staking for 15 years is easy for a lot of people, because they already get it. You can't stop this. The only way they can stop it is by like EMPing the fuck out of everything, and that's only going to do it so much, because there's still ways around that, right? So they can try, but they will fail. And this is what people have to realize, because humans never stop. This is look at how far we've gotten with nothing, right? Just in the past 100 years, with all of the manipulation and all of the barriers to everything. Look at what we have now as human beings, right? So, it's important to understand that. Keep the facts in check. Not let yourself get carried away by nonsense, because it's so easy to, man, and I used to. And this is why I really harp on this kind of stuff so much, because it really helps you keep the right perspective in terms of your investments, in terms of just what you're doing. Because I used to take a very short-term view, not understanding the ramifications of that short-term view, right? And what I didn't get was all of those nicks and bruises that I was taking, right? Like they have a very adverse impact on your long-term wealth generation. And this is what traders and people with that trading mentality do not understand, because they think that they can really outpace the market's behavior, right? And it's not that it's hard, because that's not the case. What's difficult is having the discipline to do it. And most people don't have the discipline to do it. And that's what's important to understand. This is why Hex is so superior, because it eliminates the need for that discipline. With Hex, you don't have to be risk averse. You can buy any price. The only difference between buying at 1.5 cents and buying at 2 cents is when you recoup your costs. That's literally the only difference. Literally. But at the same time, you have to realize that if you're buying at 1.5 cents, you can pretty much be rest assured that you bought earlier in time versus the person that bought at 2 cents, right? Like for you to buy 2 cents, that means you either got a bad fill or who knows, right? Because Hex is barely traded at 2 cents. You guys get what I mean? So it doesn't really make sense. You know what I'm saying? So these are the kind of things you have to think through, right? Because it's kind of important, and it's important because it's what's going to help us understand future price movement and what's plausible and what's not, because I get it. There's so many billions of Hex sitting out there. But you guys have to remember, there's going to come a point in time where all of those T shares are going to start going down in terms of quantity. They're going to become deflationary, right? And I think that happens probably at this point. Maybe that's when that happens. I don't know. But it will be interesting to see how the system develops over time, because we're all really just learning how the system is acting and behaving and all of that stuff, right? And even Richard, right? He says it all the time. Like, I didn't really expect all of these positive attributes from the system, right? Because the system was just designed so well. It's designed really, really well. It really, really, really is. He's not just saying it. Like, it really, really, really is designed well. And we can see it, right? Just by how it moves, just by how it trades. And it might not be obvious, but over time, it will become obvious when you see that, people are selling millions and billions of Hex, and it's not mattering. Like, I don't know how many Hex have been sold in the past week, but we got to be close to 500 million Hex sold in the past week. I mean, I should probably just try to aggregate that data and find out, because it's crazy. It's really, really crazy how much Hex has been sold since the 15th. And it's just been entirely irrelevant. Entirely irrelevant. It just gets gobbled up by the market. And it's stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about, right? Hex trades in a vacuum. No matter what, it's always going to go up in price, because that vacuum is skewed to the positive side. Always. Why? Because Hex has an actual value proposition. And this is what you see in the chart. So you guys are now starting to see the reality of the future. Right? What we were seeing in the past was not real, because that was dependent on all of this inflation coming out of the system, and it had to come out of the system. And that was launch phase, plus the first 120 days of post-big payday, right? So those first 450 days or so were critical, right? And now they're over. And now we're already catching up to the first Bitcoin halving of Hex, or the first Bitcoin halving. So, keeping all of those facts in perspective really lend credence to everything that people are thinking about Hex. Like, we know it's good. We know it's better than Bitcoin. And we're about to see how much better here shortly. And that's the whole point of me looking at that Hex post-big payday chart. And let me just go back to that one real quick. I mean, just look at that thing, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And this is really, really my favorite chart. The more days that pass, the more I like it. because it's just really speaking truth to power, right? And once we get that pulse chain online, man, there's no telling what's gonna happen. Literally no telling. And that's powerful because the pulse chain could easily onboard other projects that are tired of dealing with Ethereum's nonsense, right? And we're talking about projects now.
Yep.
We're talking about creating our own ecosystem. Imagine once people realize that they can use this ecosystem to bootstrap their projects. What the hell do you think that's going to do to price? But you
Number go up.
That one. Yeah. And these are all of these aspects that I realize and see, it's hard to explain them on the face by just saying this is an economic system. And I get that. But it's that example right there, right? Now we're about to have a chain, a pulse chain, whatever you want to call it, right? Now we're about to have a whole damn ETH fork out of the blue. Out of the blue. And what that's going to now allow people to do is that's going to allow people to transfer chains, right? It's going to allow them to come over to this blockchain, set up their project, buy Hex, stake Hex, and build capital for future expenses and costs. For future expenses or whatever, right? Whatever it is. Like, that's a powerful reality. That's a powerful reality. Like, what's happening right now is phenomenal. Like, we're at a point in time that we're going to be telling people about this in the future because we lived it, right? And this is crazy. Like, this is really, really crazy. And, it's just wow. Wow, wow, wow is all I have to say because this could change the whole future of crypto if things happen the way I think they can. Because once people wake up to Hex, man, it's going to be a whole new world. It's going to be a whole new world. You're going to sit here and tell me people are going to prefer to take L's instead of just making 20%, 15%? I highly doubt that. And that's not including US dollar appreciation. So, yeah, like once people figure that out, it's game over because people understand crypto, right? Like they know number go up only. Like they get that. So when they realize that Hex is literally just that in its pure embodiment, good luck to the rest. Good luck to the rest. So, yeah.
I got a question.
What's up?
The lowest common denominator of a Pulse token, is it going to be a skeet or a pearl?
Good question. Not actually sure. Could very well be a skeet.
I see.
Like skeet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you just never know. It's a beautiful thing. So we're at a very unique point in time, guys. We're very fortunate people. We are very, very fortunate people, and you guys got to understand. Once this news hits, there's no telling what's gonna happen. So much beautiful things coming for us Hexicans. And there's just no telling how beautiful they're going to be. And that's the fun part. So, yeah, fun times ahead, guys.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
I think you might know this, Wiles. Who was that famous central bank who says if you want to replace the fiat system, you have to do it in a subtle way?
I don't think it's a central bank that says it.
Well, who was it again? Yeah.
I think it was I'm trying to remember.
Because it would.
I see you, Joe.
Trying to remember exactly who said that. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm having a mental block. It's not helping.
Yeah. Nathan Rothschild's, no. I'm thinking of that old school quote. Never mind.
You're saying Jeff? Really?
Huh?
Joe Exotic saying it's Jefferson.
Jefferson? Oh, Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton.
Was it?
George?
It had to be.
I like that musical.
Never seen it.
You got to see it. It's on like Netflix, man. Take a look.
Oh yeah,
it's great. I think you'd like it. I mean, I was skeptical going in. I'm like, I've heard the opening song like 5,000 times by everybody, including my kids, and I'm gonna hate it. And I really loved it. It was great.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I like to keep an open mind. Fair enough.
That's what she said.
Life is good, man. Life is good. Yes. So we're going to be some highly beneficial fools.
Oh, Joe hooked on the Jeffersons joke on there. It's a little bit of a duct taping on for those of you that are in the 40-something crowd, of which I'm sure none of you other guys are, except for middle class, aren't you? Oh, no.
No.
Hey, Kevin, you're in my age bracket, right? You know the Jeffersons?
I've heard of them. Yeah.
Different time, Papa B.
Oh man, you haven't experienced the Jefferson. Oh, jeepers creepy. All right.
I used to watch the Jeffersons all the time. I know all the damn episodes, different strokes.
How old are you, Mister? I don't.
36.
36, and you used to watch the Jeffersons all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, man, I grew up in the Bronx, bro. What'd you think I had? Satellite TV and fucking cable? Like, no, bro. We had regular ass TV.
like midnight reruns of the Jeffersons on.
Exactly. I grew up on reruns, baby.
with the wire hanger in the aerial. Yeah,
exactly. Yes.
Oh man,
antenna TVs and everything.
You and me both.
Hey, man.
That's great.
That's right. Great. That's right, man. We're all one family, whether we want to believe it or not.
Wait, can you hold on to this picture right here? Hold on a second. Look at the far right. Down. Yep. No. Next to him, not his wife on the left. No, you went too far. Go back. Down. Here in HexAsians, we can't point to things. It's down means down. Like go down. Yeah, make a left. Make a left. There, too far, man. Again, just one character to the left. Damn it! The woman in the pink.
Oh my god!
The pink. No, not Wheezy. Go back to the right. Come on, move.
Scar.
Right.
I used to watch Good Times a lot too.
There. Stop right there. Go back.
Yeah,
what do you know who that is? Do you know who that is? Do you know what actress that is, and what relationship that has to a major rock star?
I have no idea.
Bloody clue.
Here's a hint. Are you going to go my way?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lenny Kravitz.
That's his mom.
Get out of here.
Oh.
That's his mom.
Are you serious?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's his mom.
And if I did, I sure as hell did not remember. How about that? Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. Do you see the resemblance a little bit, maybe in the profile?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. In the profile, I sure do. The profile view, she definitely does look. They do look similar for sure.
That's his mom. That's his mom.
Yeah, I actually saw 2272. That show. I used to watch. OTV is the best TV in my opinion. I'd rather watch like I'll watch some old ass shit like the Rifleman and shit like that. Like I'll watch some old ass shit.
The Rifleman, that's like my dad's generation, man. What are you talking about?
That's the kind of TV I like to watch, bro. I like old TV.
I like Twilight Zone and
Twilight Zone. I've watched that shit at least 10 times. Star Trek OG, my favorite. Bonanza, also love it. I love old TV.
Still watch that.
People have principles back then, bro. People weren't full of shit like they are now. You know what I mean? So I like to dream. I like to dream of yesteryear.
Look up. There it is. Roker is the mother of rock star, rock musician Lenny Kravitz, and grandmothered actress Zoe Kravitz, who's also very famous now, right?
Yes, she is. She was in that show on HBO.
Big Little Lies. Big Little Lies.
Yes, it's actually very good. It's actually very good.
Yep.
Wow. So good for them.
That's a very famous woman right there. Wait a minute. She's from Miami, Florida. I see a connection with Richard. This is not an accident.
She must have wrote the white paper in what was it again? 95 before, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Wow.
Ensemble.
Look at that.
Oh wow.
Back then, I incidentally, I don't think I grew up watching the Jeffersons here, but you know what we had here? Solid gold. We had
solid gold. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, we learned what money is here.
Yeah. Solid gold.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Wasn't that Dionne Warwick was like always on that show?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, solid gold. Dionne Warwick. Man, how things have changed, huh?
Oh boy.
That reminds me of that.
Oh, this one.
This is still going on.
Oh yeah, that's never stopped, brother.
No,
for fuck's sake.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
man. I think they even brought Dallas back too. You guys remember Dallas?
Dallas?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
They brought it back?
Yes, I think they brought it back. I'm pretty sure they brought it back. I'm fairly confident they brought it back. Yes. I don't know if it's still going, but I know they brought it back for a remake.
J.R. Ewing. Oh my goodness. Larry Hagman was his name, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So I Dream of Jeannie.
They're bringing in Magnum PI is coming back. Did you know that?
Really? Yeah, I heard about that. Yes, they're remaking it. Yes.
Really?
Holy
that.
crap. Yep.
I used to watch Bewitched and all of that. I Dream of Jeannie also.
I Dream of Jeannie's coming back.
What? Really?
Barbara
Why would they
Eden.
do that?
Oh my goodness. That was my first boy-girl thing was Barbara Eden. What a midriff that woman had. Oh my goodness.
Midriff.
My goodness. I wanted to get into her bottle.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Man.
Are they gonna remake Knight Rider? Replace Kit with a Tesla or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I was just thinking like, what would they would definitely try that nonsense.
Oh, Knight Rider was so silly.
David Hasselhoff. Oh my god.
David Hasselhoff. Oh yeah.
He was popular, wasn't he? He was so popular back then.
He's still popular in Germany.
He's super popular in Germany. Yes, he is super popular in Germany. I lived over there for a little bit. He is still popular. Yes,
look how old he is. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Is that him now?
He's gonna live off of that forever, man. He's good.
That's a man in a David Hasselhoff rubber mask.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. You know,
oh shit, Rider.
You know, I saw. I was in Osaka 2 years ago, and I saw a Kit car parked in Osaka. Yeah, for real.
Wow.
Real. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
You don't really see a lot of them riding around.
Exactly.
Wow,
that's very cool.
What kind of car is Kit?
That is a good question. I do not know.
I don't remember. Pontiac or something? I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Because all the cars.
I think it was a Pontiac Firebird or something like that. I can't remember exactly.
Pontiac Trans Am.
There you go.
Oh, it's a Trans Am. All right.
Yeah.
Was right.
Yeah. You're welcome. I was a car guy. I used to be a mechanic.
All right.
Was Kit
back
a T-top?
in my other life. Yep. I love T-top cars. Oh my god, those are my favorite.
Oh.
Those are my favorite. T-tops are the best. Actually, you know what? No, I don't think Kit was a T-top. Now that I think about it, there was never any. No.
Smokey and the Bandit was a T-top.
Yeah, Smokey and the Bandit was a T-top. That was it. Yeah, that was it. That was only T-top. I think Miami Vice was convertible.
Okay, so this is the car I want when Hex hits $1. I want Kit.
Sure,
but I want the T-top version right there. That is looking good.
Yo, T-tops are the joint, man. Those are the best. I love. I used to have a 1988 Monte Carlo SS with T-tops.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
Yes.
I gotta find
that. Twin kits. Look at that.
Twin kits for real. In Deutschland.
Yeah.
Deutschland.
Because of Hasselhoff.
Because of Hasselhoff. That's what.
We love Hasselhoff. We have the kids.
Viva la Hasselhoff.
Viva la Hasselhoff.
gosh.
Oh man.
Gotta find that.
Life is so good, guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so tomorrow I'm gonna starting tomorrow. Just so you guys know, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna start going to in-person crypto meetups here in New York City to spread the hex word.
Cool.
Nice.
Yes, that's right.
Oh
That's
shit!
right.
I've got.
What is that? Why the salute?
Who is that?
John
That's
Cena,
clearly-
some wrestler.
It's obviously photoshopped.
Yeah, it's definitely Photoshop.
Oh, absolutely. Saluting while you're driving. Well, you know, Kit's autonomous, so you can do anything while you're driving. I'd be smoking a fat joint, you know.
Oh yeah.
Go fight crime, Kit. I smell action.
Getting lit while we're getting right with Kit.
Getting lit while you're getting right with Kit. I like that. That's lovely. Lovely.
Oh man.
I sense danger, Michael.
Can I ask you guys, do my charts make sense when I explain them?
No, but we like you anyway.
Hold on.
Cool.
I found the I made a video of that kit car in Osaka. Hold on. Yeah.
Did you get a Kit?
Kit, yeah.
Not a Kit Kat, but a Kit.
Kit.
Can I share it? Oh shit. Can I?
Yeah, for sure you can.
Oh shit! Get the Kit.
Get Kit.
Oh
shit!
yeah.
I can't.
That
I
Nissan
can't
240Z Datsun is the joint, Marco, for sure.
Yeah, I want to get a blue one if I get one.
I'll DM you, Marco. Once I get like the address, if you want to come through. I think it's gonna be downtown Manhattan, but I'm not sure exactly where yet. So once I get the deets, I will kick them your way, sir.
An old Datsun? You guys are like creaming over Datsuns. That's awesome.
Oh my god, those cars are amazing, man.
Oh.
I want the one.
A little bit newer than this one, though. Come on, guys.
L31.
1970 Datsun Z.
That's right. We know what's good, Papa B. Don't be mad.
Yeah, but I mean, I grew up with these in the neighborhood, and it was like, okay, I don't need to see them again.
You know, it's funny. I used to feel like that about certain things, but now I get it. It's just the quality, man. It just no longer exists, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
that's really what it is.
Well,
yeah,
that's why my dream car is the 2009 Toyota Highlander, used in good condition.
See, because you know the quality is there, right? Yo, you know what's crazy? I watched this one episode of what's the name of those guys? The car guys that they now have a show on Amazon, but the old show that they had.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
The old host of Top Gear.
Yes, Top Gear.
Top Gear. Yeah.
So I'm talking about Top Gear, that show. So back in the day, they did an episode with an old pickup, with an old Toyota pickup. Must have been like a 1970s Hilux or something, 1980s Hilux. I don't know, one of them old Toyota pickups. Oh shit! Somebody wrote me from work. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Is that the one that they smashed and they could throw it in the ocean and it still would start or something?
And exactly. They did everything to it, and it was the old version of that truck right there, 1980 version. That's it. Boom. That's it. And that thing still turned on and drove off after they did everything they could to it. It was phenomenal.
I'd like the one on the right.
Well, that's the thing. You're buying the same thing, but it might not be the same quality.
Yeah, but the one on the left looks like it's got a little scratch or two.
Just a little bit. just a little bit.
Damn.
Just a little bit.
You got to buff that out.
Got to get that out of there. Can we get can we get some Bondo for this?
Oh, that reminds me.
Is it Nardo that does that work?
Yeah. Nardo.
Pimp My
He's
Ride.
a boss, man.
Remember this one?
Oh, yeah. Pimp My Ride.
Pimp My Ride. Yeah, I forgot about that. He retired off of that shit.
Did he make most of his money for that? Can't be.
Yeah, bro. You kidding me? He got tons
lot
of
of music?
endorsements off of that shit. Not music. Music, you don't get paid on that, bro.
Is that
Music
Trayvon?
leads to everything else.
Trayvon.
What? Pip my crypto bag.
Pimp my
my
crypto
hex.
bag.
Hey, there's a hexagon. Look at that. Go back up.
What?
Look at that.
Oh, that one.
All right, there you go.
How about that? Boom.
Futuristic, man.
What does it say? What my ride? Is that what that says?
Yeah.
I don't get
What my ride? Okay.
Nice. I like the color scheme. I like that mustard and gold, man. That's cool.
Mustard.
It's nice, right?
Mustard and gold.
honeybees.
Honey mustard.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Yum.
That's cool. I like that.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. In my tummy, tummy.
I put suck my hex.
There you go.
That's the one you saw.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
It's, hold on. Let me play.
Oh, sick. Does the lights right and everything.
Yeah.
Michael,
Damn.
I sense evil Asians all around me.
Evil
And if you look at the license plate, it's 2000, which is the model number for Kit. It's the
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
You never
I didn't
know
know that.
Yeah, it's the
It didn't
Kit.
need a front license plate though. It's lame.
Ruins the aerodynamics.
Mhm.
Totally does. You can't jump through locomotive, that way. Jump right through the boxcar, You can't do that with that on there, man. Michael,
Yeah.
I'm going into a spin because I've been hitting the cross waves with the damn license plate. We're gonna go down for a terrible landing on my face. Well, Kit, we had to comply with the law.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, I missed that. I gotta find the-
That's my dream car. I owned one before.
Oh,
anyway.
nice.
Wait, let me see.
Skyline.
Very nice.
Oh, Skyline, yeah, that's a nice one.
I don't know what I would get, to be honest, anymore, man. I've gone through so many phases. It's just
Autonomous driving for me.
Oh,
nah, I'm not really into Teslas and stuff. I like to control my cars.
I want autonomous driving so I can just push the button and sleep.
Yeah, I get the allure. I get it.
Because I'm
I just don't
I'm
have
old.
that kind of. Yeah, I don't have that kind of faith in technology. I just don't.
Well, when you're my age, you look at things
Yeah, I
like
get it.
I could either be lazy and die soon, which is sweet oblivion, or I can try harder and be inconvenienced and have to stay awake longer, and that's not a good thing.
Right. Yeah, I've fallen asleep at the wheel before. So
Yeah,
it's
I did
scary
when
as
I was
shit.
in high school. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, it's
I
scary as
ruined
shit.
my 1971 Volkswagen Squareback.
Wow.
Freaking totaled it because I fell asleep at the wheel back in high school.
My situation was a little scary. I was actually in a van with family members. If you can imagine that, I was at the
That's
wheel.
not
They
good,
had,
yeah.
they had all fallen
Oh.
asleep. So
Yep.
it was nighttime, and everybody was tired, man, and I wasn't any different, right? I'm a human too, so I ultimately fell asleep. The saving grace was the fact that it was A, winter, and B, it had snowed a shit ton, and we were in PA. So when the car went off the highway, we just drove into a bunch of snow. I mean, the worst case, luckily, the worst thing that happened was just we only had to call a tow truck. So we lucked out in a major way.
Was this when you were streaming last week?
No.
No? Oh,
Negative.
sorry. Okay. Did everyone just roll out of the van like circus clowns and just laugh it off? Say, "Oh, you got us, man. You went to sleep. That's awesome."
Oh man, that shit was funny, dude. That shit was funny. I've fallen asleep numerous times on streams.
Oh my god.
That looks like a opium problem right there. That's an OD.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah. Actually, that guy's filleting himself. You can't see it.
That's what it looks like off rip, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
What a flexible man.
It's crazy.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay.
What the hell's going on there?
I just don't trust cars like that.
He's trying to get his 14th pulse.
Wait a minute. Wait, these people are sleeping in the. Oh, Jesus, these people are sleeping in the Tesla. Is that the deal? And they're driving.
Yeah.
And they're driving, and they're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Tesla hotel.
Incredible.
B&B.
Incredible.
The one that moves driving from the airport. You can take a nap.
Incredible, bro. Wow.
That's awesome.
Sleeping overnight. Oh my god.
Fucking
what?
Oh my goodness.
Sleep in your trunk.
What the?
He's not moving though. That's lame.
Nah,
That's ridiculous, man.
Next to the water. So he could afford the car, couldn't afford the rent.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, isn't that? That's supremely
I like it. I like it.
What?
So they're redoing the interior of the Tesla. That's why the yeah, that's good.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they're
Must be the
redoing
air
it, so maybe
mattress
it'll have
seats.
this feature in it next. You know.
Yeah.
$85. What?
Yeah.
What's that? What's that quote by Tesla? Oh.
No, there's nothing to do with
okay.
him kicking in the grave and singing shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like, this was not my vision.
Yeah, he's definitely turning in his grave for sure.
I should have been the richest person in the world. I should have.
I don't think he was disgruntled. I think he knew that everyone
Yeah.
didn't like
Yeah.
him.
He
Didn't like him at all. That's
Thomas Edison stole basically all his shit from him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a Tesla.
I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but they've created there was a person that created a water engine, an engine that runs on.
Oh,
You remember
he got
that?
assassinated? Yeah.
Yeah. He killed that guy.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Because why not, right?
Clearly.
why not?
Nobody profits from that.
No, can't have this guy. We got to kill him.
Got an
It's all the
engine
problems.
that runs on no byproduct, and you're dead.
What's wrong with this guy? This guy out of his mind.
See, that's why we gotta like all huddle around Richard like a bait ball to protect him, because everyone's gonna try to
Yeah.
be gunning for him, man.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. That's a fact.
And you're reinventing the most important thing that matters the most.
Money.
Yeah, it's gonna get dicey. I think he really should never come to one of our events ever.
Nope. I agree with
Just
you.
come in via satellite, which is
I
bouncing
agree.
off of different
Video
whatever. He should never,
Completely.
ever.
Excuse me, guys. I completely
Bless you. Oh, let it out, man.
not sneezing.
All right, doing that into your shoulder or something. That sounds pretty nice.
Roll up your sleeve.
And then there was Crypto King.
Woo, sorry about that, guys.
Trick or treat.
There you go.
Is it open already? Oh, okay.
All right.
But
Oh,
yeah,
no.
man. Shit's crazy. Completely agree with you.
Oh, you've got one too.
What's that?
Well, look at that. I'm impressed.
Is that
This is a yeah.
That's a handmade Italian mark.
it almost looks like one of those Venetian masks.
Yeah,
They are.
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
Venetian mask. You got one. You got one with the beak.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, the beak.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Johnny Chaos says that he's going to take a bullet for Richard if it comes down to it.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Johnny.
That's good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Johnny Chaos.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, bodyguard.
Actually, Johnny's going to make the the fake Richard and push it off a cliff and then fake his death because he makes those realistic like
good.
That's a good strategy.
bodies. Yes, yeah.
No.
Like, no, Richard, don't do it. You have so much to live for, and push.
No. Why don't the next time we all meet, Johnny actually makes like can you make like a mask that look literally like Richard, and we're just all dressed up in top hats and
I am Spartacus. Yeah, exactly.
And we all look the same.
Yep. Like then you already said it, Papa. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, working class, you'll be able to pull it off, no problem.
Why?
Inexplicable reasons.
Okay.
Your build does not fit is the joke. It's you're a different type of structure.
Oh well.
Show us your abs. Go ahead.
No, that's the only way. That's the first way to die first, right?
Let them know how ripped you are, and they come for you.
That's what Gandhi said.
Yeah. Satoshi.
Oh man.
No, I don't think that will do any good. I think there's a reason why
you
should probably stay alive than dead.
Hard to say, gents. Really hard to say what's going to happen from this point on, but he's definitely going to become a target. That's for sure.
Yeah. But once the chain's up and running and everything else, there's no stopping anything, right?
Yep, it's too late. It's actually too late already. Because no matter what happens with EIP 2529 or whatever it is, Hex games are going to be so ridiculous. It's going to really be irrelevant. So, good luck to them. If they look at the code, they probably know that, but odds are they didn't. So, they still
can't shut it down. It's
not
working.
Nope.
We try to outlaw it, but there's nowhere to enforce the law.
They will crush the rest of the market. Good luck to them.
Everybody, money is illegal. We're going back to seashells.
They would like to take us there while you're joking.
They will find a way.
They're already trying to put Europe in the fucking Middle Ages, right? With this Green New Deal crap. Like, what do you think that's about? That's exactly about that. That's exactly about that. Better believe it. Oh yeah. And they're trying to push
as
that
long as
we're
rich
now.
first, right?
Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't think we got that much time, to be honest, but we will see.
We just got to get to that little crosshair, and then we're fine. Come on. More years.
Yeah. That's the hard part. People thought this was a joke 10 years ago. Look at us now. Full blast, and they let you know they're going to do it. I don't even care.
When I was a kid, I used to say, wouldn't it be great if this Monopoly money were all real? And now, if you open up a Monopoly set and you count out the bills, you're like, I have way more than this in the bank, and it doesn't feel like I'm rich at all.
It's
like, wow, a $500 bill, guys. A $500 bill. That's awesome. I can buy real estate with this.
There used to be a $10,000 bill at one point, or a $1,000 bill at one point for sure.
Oh no, real one, yeah, of course.
Yeah, there used to be a real one. Yeah.
So I googled it. So the total amount of money in a Monopoly game is $20,580.
Really? I rest my case.
We have more. We have more than that.
I realize it's that little.
Yeah,
I think that the stimulus package is going to give more to everybody than that.
It's only 20K. Come on.
I think there's also a rule on the Monopoly set. I think if you read the manual, I think it says if the banker runs out of money, he can literally issue IOUs.
Yeah, it actually does say that. Yep.
He can print his own money.
Yeah, I saw that sometimes. Actually, they showed it on some YouTube video I was watching once, and they showed the rule right from the game. It was like on the box or in the rule somewhere, but they showed it directly from the source.
In high school, we moved on to stripping pieces of clothing for IOUs.
Everything is sexual with you. I think you're gonna. I think you really look. I know.
Literally.
Everything.
Oh man.
Didn't say I'm good at it. I said that I like it a lot.
We got 1.89 cents. It's a good day, guys.
Oh wow!
It's just a matter of time before we just. Yeah, it's just a matter of time before it just don't look back. We're never gonna see 1 cent again, man. That's crazy.
When 2 cents, Kimosabe. When 2 cents.
Johnny says he's got more than that in his junk hex wallet. Oh, and he doubled it up in case we didn't see it the first time.
Right.
you guys, I got a witty one. Here it comes. Double time. I love Johnny. Johnny is one of the people. Johnny's one of the first guys I laughed until I hurt my chest seeing his tweets and things. Oh my God.
Well, the great thing about him is that he does his little impromptu live streams, and there's, he explains things in such a unique fashion.
Oh yeah,
right. Like and he's like, "Hey guys, stop being stupid," and this is why. That's really it. Like, and it's good. It's good, short, quick content, and it's hard to beat. So, I saw him before a lot of people actually.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, sure.
I like his outlandish challenges. I mean, he will challenge somebody at the last second. I challenged the Queen of England to cut her hair if the pound sinks below this before that happens. And by tomorrow noon, Queen, or else you're a scam. I won, everyone.
Oh, man. Too funny.
We love you, Johnny.
Yeah,
like
it's definitely all
pauses in between.
Oh yeah, he always thinks.
Yeah,
before he continues.
Johnny's the man.
Yep, for sure.
Hey,
yeah, the balloon GIF. I'm sure that I've seen that more than just within the Hex community. It is so viral.
GIF with the balloon.
With the balloon.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
My favorite Hex meme is GIF is the one where the guy's drawing the line on the chart and he just keeps going.
Just
to the other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They got a. It's so funny, guys. Exactly what's about to happen.
Yeah,
so enjoy. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good ride.
Someone's gonna make that for Richard. He said, he said.
Oh, the shirt.
The little shirt with the holster.
Yeah.
The one with the holster. It goes all the way. Someone's gotta make that.
How many ends of a show can we manage, working class? Maybe 20, 25?
I don't know. I actually haven't thought about it because the whole idea of this is still to start as a hangout. If we're going to get really, really serious, like, we're going to get other people from who live in Asia, by the way, and is not white.
I love the racism.
I know. No, it's come on, it's your people. We've what's with colonialism for hundreds of years, and we were forced to speak your language, and then the Japanese came along, and I had to learn Japanese. What do you think?
I guess
only for 4 years though. The
only for 4 years.
happened for 4 years. That's it.
Right.
It's like the
occupation of Australia. What?
No, Southeast Asia. I think it went as far as Darwin, but it wasn't so much of an occupation. But I think most of Southeast Asia, at least because my parents are, I think it was around the 4-year period where they were forced to speak Japanese and greeting Japanese. If you don't, you get killed on the streets, that sort of shit.
Oh, nice. Yep. Well, the Japanese are such a polite people.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know the Japanese occupation and why
in China?
Tension? Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I knew that. Sorry, I guess I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, work. Yeah, I knew about that. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
everywhere basically. Korea, Burma,
Korea,
freaking
Burma, Taiwan.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, Japan used to be very aggressive back in the day.
Yeah.
It's all the Emperor's fault.
Yep, actually.
Until he has no clothes.
That's right. That's how it always ends. Truth always comes out, guys. It always does, no matter what.
Yeah.
But hey, let's celebrate. Japan gets its own army now. Yay!
Well, for defense, is it not? Like, it's always been defense.
Defense. It was always defense, written into their constitution, which was written by the United States.
Yeah, they're trying to get that amended. I hear.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're gonna succeed. In fact, that was like Abe's last dying wish for all of his right-wing buddies over here.
Oh yeah.
You know, all the
those guys that drive around in the in those and blare, you know.
Yeah, I haven't seen those guys for a long time. Thank God.
Oh, really?
They're dying out. Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Used to see them a lot in was it Shibuya? Was it
Shibuya?
Yeah.
Yep.
In Shibuya, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's just crazy. It was crazy back in the '90s. They were everywhere. But I tell my wife, I'm like, once Japan has their army, you understand that they're going to be pressured by their allies to use them, and then there's going to be body count. You know, it's like, why are you doing this? Why don't you just pay them? You know, be the financial center and pay for everything, finance it. There's going to be backlash from the countries that you do occupy or you go into, and you help the United States or your allies to go and conquer or quell or quash or quem or quimsy or whatever you do when you go into a country with guns, and it's going to be fun. So
Isn't
awesome.
it always? War is
It's
always
great. Love it. We're chomping at the bit to go fight something. Okay.
Literally, they are.
Yep.
They literally are.
I think we kind of bred the fight out of them, and isn't that a good thing? You know, concentrate on doing something like drawing pornographic manga or making a really good car or something like that. That's what you should be doing, right?
Or wasting your time with nonsense and improve your life.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Country with young Japanese.
Yeah.
So, Papa, let me ask you.
That's a trick. Yeah.
How bad is the demographic situation over there for real? Because I really don't know.
It's
I've
bad.
never been to Japan. I've never been there in person, so I don't know what's real and what's not. You know what I mean?
It's bad.
So
we got an aging population here.
Wow.
So there's a lot of oldies walking around, and it's only going to get worse because the Japanese have decided that they want to forget about how to copulate. They said, sex is too messy and it's too inconvenient, and the squishing and the mashing and I don't know how to orgasm anyway, and nobody taught me about what my schmoogle boogle does down there, and I forget it. So they don't have kids anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy,
They forgot how to fuck. And they really should be having more kids if they're going to keep up with it. So instead, they're importing more people from Southeast Asia and East Asia. They're coming in droves, and Japan culturally is going to be extinguished in about another 40 years. They think.
Yeah, for sure. It only takes one generation, really.
Where women would actually go to bars to just talk to the men that work in the bar, but no kind of relationship develops. They just, a little bit of companionship at the bar, and then nothing. They go home.
Yeah.
Wow.
I heard black guys are really in demand in Japan.
Well, that's for a different reason.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's for, and I mean one I can't even get into because I don't have. Can you show that bar chart again? Can you show that chart one more time? Go ahead. Okay. That's the difference. That's what they want.
Yeah. Up and to the right.
I've never seen an up and to the right. Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm over here, because the minute I got off the plane, Extra large. All right.
Yeah, Germany is going to the same field too. I know that.
Yep. Less than
A lot of
average in
Europe
the
is
United
actually.
States, but above average over here.
Yeah, extra large dose of dignity. Yeah.
See? Yeah, Franklin's coming over. See?
Oh, yeah. Come on down, Franklin.
Franklin throws it over his shoulder when he comes to town.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just get my towel right. Be right back.
Oh my God.
So funny.
Yeah, well.
I don't need to break out my hat, do I?
Your Jimmy hat?
Oh.
Oh man.
But seriously, that doesn't actually help, does it? Like, you know, no one's going to look at that hat and go, I might get some tonight.
That it is birth control.
It just got, ugh. And what am I looking at?
I don't even know. I don't know what that is. The butt plug? What is that?
It's a cupid butt plug.
A cute butt plug. What is that?
I have no idea.
Jesus creeper.
Okay, it's a
baby.
grown adult dressed as a walking sausage baby. Okay.
What?
All right
Yeah.
then.
It's a
It's actually worse than I thought.
Yeah. So that's what the
Fidget spinner costumes. Interesting.
Yeah, this is. Yep. Now you know why the population is dying out.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Now you know why.
Well, that'll do it too.
Yep. Yeah. I don't
Birth
know.
control. Very sexy.
Yeah, that's definitely birth control.
Yeah.
For sure. Pig riding a
Population
pig.
control.
Can't beat that.
A pig riding a pig. That's bad.
Oh my God, a bunch of Sailor Moons. Get out of here.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Harajuku.
It's so crazy how people just prefer to not live in reality. It's amazing.
Hey, tried that Mario Kart thing where you can drive through Tokyo on the little Mario Karts?
Oh, I think they banned that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it around. They used to drive right by my building. I haven't seen it in months.
I think Nintendo sued them, and they lost. Yeah,
love it.
It's nice. Well, but people used to drive off the roads and crash and stuff too.
Yeah.
Oh wow! So it's an actual problem.
Yeah.
It's
stupid.
Plus, they don't wash the costumes either.
Oh,
they're like, they
What?
just like recycle them for people. Oh, welcome foreigners. Wait till you wear. Here's a Mario costume, please. Drive this. Wear this. You'll get a 20% discount. Otherwise, pay 20% more. I'll take it. When was this time we washed this? Washed?
Never.
That is a cute kitty Vader. I like that.
Kitty Vader.
Cute kitty Vader.
It's very kawaii.
Crazy.
It's kawaii and kawaii at the same time.
Don't know how cute I can be.
I am not your father.
I'm not your Sanrio.
I am not your kitty.
I'm not like it.
Oh boy!
Only in Japan.
Yeah, seriously.
What is this?
Cherry pie.
Cherry pie. Yeah.
That's okay.
Cherry pie in Starbucks. Yeah.
Pie in a cup.
Pie in a cup.
Pie in a
Thing was a little weird though.
Yeah, pie in a cup.
Yeah.
Oh, that kitty Vader can say, "I am your pussy."
Oh, I like that one.
Ah.
That, I could get behind that
10
one.
out of 10.
You win, Crypto King.
Oh, jeepers.
What the fuck is that?
Hard break.
That's crazy.
Hard break.
Yeah, that would
See,
scare the
that's
shit
a
out of
kid-
me.
That's a kid's bus. See the little sticker on it? for
Oh
children?
yeah.
Oh my god. That is so creepy.
Oh yeah.
That's very creepy.
That's so creepy.
I don't even like clowns. I'm not a fan. Nah,
No.
I'm good. I'm good.
Stop, drop, and poop.
Right.
So, yeah, kids in Japanese schools have to clean their school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh.
And
that's what they
not
do.
cl-
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. They clean it. Let me explain how they do this. They clean it with old dirty rags with water and no soap.
Love it.
Yeah, so it's like kind of smearing the germs around and believing that
Sure.
water cures all, you know.
Yeah,
And look at the
yeah,
kid
yeah.
with the broom right there. The kid with the board shorts. He's like,
Wow.
"What do you want?"
What the fuck
This
you looking at?
is
Yeah.
amazing.
Put his hand up.
Get off my porch.
Amazing. Just so they can learn the habit of cleaning and not actually clean. Love it.
That's right.
Yeah.
No. Actually, that's the way you do it in the business, in the office as well, because they don't have janitors. You say like once every week or whatever in the morning, you're supposed to come to work early, and they give you that osoji rag, and they say get on your knees and do it, and you're just smearing water and a wet rag on the floor and on your desk, sometimes in that order, and that's it. And that's it. Because
You serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Yeah. Right there to get to the toilet.
Wow. That's crazy.
I used to do that when I used to work in a Japanese office, small Japanese office.
Right.
It's
Yeah, I
terrible,
believe you.
man.
So did you do the morning exercise?
No, that's some bullshit. That was like before my time. I mean,
Okay.
in the factories they still do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Radio Taiso. So this one, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you know this in Wales, Christmas time. So KFC is the go-to thing
Really?
in Japan. Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. That's interesting.
KFC.
That's crazy.
No turkey. KFC.
KFC.
So they just go in there for the chicken, literally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's KFC. It's weird.
Happy Christmas.
Oh, okay.
That's too bad they stopped selling chicken though. They used to be good.
Yeah.
Used to be good.
Oh, this is a good picture. This is accurate, actually.
Yeah.
They
Really?
actually obey the walking rules and the signs, and
And I should never go to Japan because I'd be running up those stairs.
you can't. But you can. They just say, "Oh,
You
there goes the
can.
gaijin." Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
You
okay.
They say, "Oh, there goes Wales only," but we can't see his face, can we?
Right. Just watch the silhouette and keep up
Oh,
if
yeah.
you can.
Right on.
Do they have Popeyes out there?
No.
No.
Wow.
They do.
That's a blow. That's a low blow right there.
What does
look.
it say?
That's like $1.
No, it's
Or
like
less.
$10.
It's
$10.
$10.
Yeah,
It says-
I'm joking. It's gonna be $1 soon, though. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I threw up on your bicycle. Here's $10 for the damage. Take care. I don't know what it said. Hey, can anybody read that scroll?
It says I
broke the bell or something.
I knocked over your bicycle by mistake and broke your bell.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Here's $10 to buy a new one.
To repair it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's Japan.
Wow.
Yeah.
And obviously Japan does not have any wind whatsoever. It just just everything stays in place.
Right.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Okay.
This is more Singapore, isn't it?
Sorry?
The little fish that eat your skin, isn't that it?
No, this one's in a
train. What the
This one's in a
freak?
train. Yeah.
What the freak is this?
It's got a foot bath in a train.
Wacky Japanese. I don't think this is real.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
would
that's
dabble.
real.
It's probably Photoshop.
Yeah, I don't think that's real.
Lego Sakura tree.
Lego Sakura tree. Okay.
That's awesome.
Necessary.
Is it green room time?
Yeah. Why not?
Yep. Why not? All right.
Why not?
We've been
will
going
say
for
one,
a while now.
That by the way, that's fake too. With the putting the putting the luggage
Yeah, that's
no.
bullshit.
I never see that ever.
That's bullshit.
We're not retarded over here. Well, not mostly anyway.
Right.
Damn it.
Papa, this is for you before we go out.
Oh boy.
It's in Chinese, but subtitles. You're welcome.
Thank you in advance.
宝贝儿啊，咱马上就要打针了啊，没事，别怕，好不好？都这么大了是吧？男子汉无所畏惧，加油，好不好？我们不能怕疼。轻点，轻点。你好，这里采血是吧？
そうですよ。
啊，那个我们单位安排过来体检，完了我啊，不是怕疼啊，我有点晕针，你能不能随便给我写个什么结果都行？
それなら私にいい考えがありますよ。
啊？
ほら。
嗯？干嘛？出血了。那个，我再抽一管，再抽一管。来，你们也抽你们的，来，来，往后运，来，你们自己接你们的。我多抽2管行吗？
Okay.
That was good. That was funny.
That's crazy. It's very funny stuff. I learned a lot today about that. I need to go get my blood test immediately. What is it about the nose bleeding thing in manga? It's like when you're sexually wanton, you suddenly spew blood from your nose.
You spurt.
Yeah.
Does that happen to you?
I don't know
Asian
how
people?
that trope came about.
I
don't know
I don't know.
either.
It's a manga thing. Yeah, it's a manga.
It is. It's like
manga anime thing. Yeah.
Sheesh.
I think
All
it's
right.
like the increase of blood pressure, and then that's the smallest, blood vessels that you've got, and it's I don't know, just made it up.
Naturally. Of course.
I don't know, but it sounds good.
Yep. So yeah, I'm so excited.
Anyway.
Well.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, I'm gonna call it. It's nice everyone on chat. I think we've got 25 peeps. It's been fun. Let's do it next week, shall we?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And Wales, thanks for your charts. I think that needs to be translated, maybe. And it will be lost in translation. It will be a cock for sure. Beautiful.
I can't wait to see your face, Wales. I'm betting.
Lord.
I'm betting on a redheaded ginger folk
Not quite.
with lots of freckles.
I do have freckles, actually. Yes.
Oh, really?
Archie?
Oh, nice. Can't wait.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
What was that? A killer whale or a dolphin or something? What is that?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Beluga.
And remember, people, killer whale and dolphin shows are not good. So don't go to them because it's perpetuating the slaughtering of dolphins, actually, and the ones that are in captivity are not very happy. Thank you.
No, they are not.
Nope.
They look like they're
It's
smiling.
Really
but they're
Would
just,
you want to be in a cage? It's really not that hard, in my opinion. So
yeah, they're very social animals. They need to be around things and play and intelligent. Don't do that. You don't need to see them jump for a piece of fish.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's sad.
Very much so.
All right, I'm calling.
Let's leave it on an upbeat note, right? We're gonna be rich.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget your FOMO diapers. Tell Hexo.
Burn. Don't forget. FOMO diapers are key.
Don't forget your dignity.
Have your dignity.
My dignity.
My dignity. Oh yes.
Nah, all good. All right, have a good night, have a good morning, have a good day, wherever you may be. We'll catch us next week.
All right, guys.
All right, see you all.
See ya.